Here we go.
Go.
Hold on. We're still ready to go yet? No, we're already on. Hey guys, how's it going? That's Scott next to me. This is my ugly ass here, and I'm gonna play Fishbone. Ready? Say
Fishbone.
five,
Yes.
four,
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Fishy bone. Fishbone. And this song is called "Let Them Hoes Fight." You ever heard of it? Me neither.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, pay attention.
Let them hoes fight, them hoes, they did fun. Until he flew my mouth singing not the bishop. Left, right, in a hook, a blubber good shook. We all better dollars, everybody's giving holler. Let them hoes fight. Let them hoes fight. Let them hoes fight. Let them hoes fight. When it came to me like a stripper in the night, in this crunk situation, they said let them hoes fight. My mouth began to talk it shop. From this cold going real short, man, them hoes fought. Knock the bitch out was the next phrase that I heard. And the verbs and the blows and the hoes were toast to toast. The stank old bitches set up a sugar bed glue. And the gargantuan bitch got at each other's tubes. Niggas made money and the booty shake music played. And the sex and the violence was displayed. It was hot and it was packing, it seemed like hell. Everybody was under some kind of Uchi spell. Then the Casio tone, type of box and bell ping. There's some more stank old bitches that up into the ring. It was hit right night, the bar was took that right. So I screamed when the rest of them let them hoes fight. Let them hoes fight, them hoes they did fun. A titty flew them out singing out the bishop. Left, right, in a hook, a blubber good shook. We all better dollars, everybody's giving holler. Let them hoes fight. 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 Let them hoes fight.
Gentlemen, let's get those hands together for the slinky seductress of Sodom. Digging on each other on matches, paying in front of you. Get out your Kleenex, get out your dirty socks. There'll be some hair.
I never heard this one, dude.
Good song, yeah. Good video. These guys are supposed to hang out.
The girl that was just in the boxing ring put back on her bikini and she did a nasty thing. She should have put away from this fool's mouth. Then she parked her, then she pushed her pussy inside the house. This one pommy bomber had a cat with her too. Got me sweating like a convict in a telephone booth. Was addicted to her in some yuppie pervert way. When she looked at me, I got the shivers and turned my head away. Her opponent straight looked like a jailhouse gorilla. Big musty Buddha, the killer killer. They got out of light to dump in the middle of the night. It was wrong, was it right when they said, let them hoes fight, them hoes, they did fun. Until he flew them out singing out the bitch out. They riding no hook, a blubber goose shook. We all better dollars, everybody's giving holler. Let them hoes fight. Let them hoes fight. Let them hoes fight. Let them hoes fight. Let them hoes fight.
That's a great song. And they get the finger.
Forever.
Look at it. And the bay.
Oh, even did that? Wow.
I know. Why not?
Wow. Of course. You got to do the diamond. It's always about the diamond.
Well, that's not for a diamond, dude. That's for something else.
No, I know. It's the freaking same
It's the
thing.
J. So you want to watch my video with me and Duffy and Mikey?
You with Duffy. Duffy wasn't there.
He's got like 2 inches on me, man. He's got like 20 pounds. He's a bigger boy than I am.
So what?
Yeah, but I mean, I thought he was gonna be about my size when I saw him.
Oh, well, what are you again? 5'10"?
Yeah, 5'10", about 150 pounds.
Yeah, and then he's 6.
He's 6.
Mikey's 6 foot. I didn't think he was 6 foot.
Yes.
Oh wow. He's a tall,
giant, but he's right
taller
at-
Canadian. Taller Canadian.
Oh. Yeah, I think he avoided putting me on the camera though. And now that I look at myself, I definitely got to do something about the look. Now I know. What
Well,
everybody else
not everybody wants to be on camera, and so I can appreciate that from somebody that's not trying to
Well, dude,
put you on
I've been
camera.
Working for the last how many years? I would say at least solid 25 years and raising 2 girls. I'm in decent shape, but I could change it with it.
Well, you're not a Walmart blob person.
I got a 6-pack somewhat, but it's getting a donut around it. So
Yeah, that church was smaller than I even thought, dude. Like when you explained it to me,
Yeah.
when he told me about it, I was like, okay, so like a medium-sized church or something. But no, that's like a
Little.
tiny little baby.
I told you, dude. I kept telling
That's
everybody.
funny.
Little church. Here,
Which I got nothing wrong. I got nothing wrong with that. You know, like
I
there's
look
nothing.
better with a toboggan on though. The hair
There's
is just
nothing. Yeah, that's yeah. Put the toboggan on.
and the profile ain't exactly what it should be.
You guys call it toboggans over there too?
I do. I was raised like
Yeah,
that. Everybody
dude.
calls
It's
it beanie.
a beanie.
What's a beanie, dude? I don't know.
I don't know. I thought a beanie. Remember back in the day, they had the things with the little spiral airplane thing on it. Wasn't that called a beanie?
Hmm.
The little propeller, like a little kid. Remember that? That's a long
Yeah, I
time
know
ago.
what you're talking about, yeah. Those aren't beanies. What the hell are they called? They have a name. Well, I'll look
I
it up.
thought that was a beanie.
Yeah, it's just the way I walk. I guess it's from all the heavy lifting I've been doing for the last 25 years. It's going to ruin your posture, dude. Makes it bad. But like the stuff that I've been lifting, like warehouse works and doing floor work and stuff, it's bad on your back. And I'm missing.
Oh yeah, it is, dude.
Missing back muscle. I had a
I
staph
miss.
infection when I was younger, and it ate away like the lower half of my back muscles. I'm missing. Like there's like an entire, like I'd say about a half a foot patch in my back where there's not muscle anymore. Really.
Where did you get that from? What did you get that supposed?
Well,
How?
I was riding a trike. Remember those?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I got into a wreck and I got pinned in between a tree and the back of my leg. Got pinned in between the spikes on the back of it. I wasn't wearing boots. I was just wearing tennis shoes.
Yeah.
And it dug into my flesh, and I was in a swamp pretty much.
From a tree. Oh, I was gonna say. So like, yeah. So that makes sense. The staph.
Yeah.
Because
And
it's bacterial. It's a
in my whole
bacterial
body
infection.
when I was 14. So,
Yeah.
I had a fever beyond I think 104 or so, and I literally was on the verge of dying. And everything, any sore that I had on my body got extremely infected quickly. And I was a teenager, 14 years old. So I had a little bit of acne, it got infected, and then, but it just spread through my whole body real quick, so it fucked me up pretty bad. And my grandparents came and took me away from my dad because he was praying for me and laying hands on me, and he was trying to extract the infection with red oil. You know what red oil is, right?
No, what is that?
Well, it's kind of like a home remedy kind of oil. It's I forgot what it's some kind of astringent, but it's thick, and and he was soaking my leg that was the most infected part. It was swell up the size of a small football, and I was soaking that in Epsom salts and water about every half hour, trying to get the infection gone. But it just spread to my whole body before then, and then spread to my back, and it really got. So my grandparents took me to a doctor, and he got me some antibiotics, like some serious antibiotics, and it took about 2 weeks, but they got the infection out.
So the old modern medicine helped you better than the other stuff.
Well,
yeah.
It's concentrated penicillin is really what that crap is.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's super penicillin, right? Yeah.
On steroids.
Yeah, penicillin on steroids.
That's why they like to hand out those Z packs.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. It worked.
Yeah, and you know what that is? That's all natural stuff. Like penicillin is just like it's like an antibacterial, like microbiomes, right? It's microbiomes.
So who came up with penicillin? That's the question.
What was his name? I forget. Supposedly.
Yeah, but I mean, the person that developed penicillin, I don't think they found it just in mold. It's in a lot of other spore stuff.
Yeah.
It worked.
Oh, who was it? Now I want to know.
Well, you got the interweb.
Oh, was it Pasteur? No, I can't be on
Pasteur? Was it Louis
I think
Pasteur?
it was. I think he did penicillin and the old homogenizing milk thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that made
pasteurizing and all that.
Well, I think when they homogenize, they slowly cook it and spin it at the same time. They separate.
Yep. And it kills the cultures. It makes it bad. Well, it makes it. Yeah, exactly. It makes it like last longer on the shelf. That's all. So then when you go to Walmart, you can get that milk that's 2 weeks old, and nobody freaks out about it because it's all freaking
That's-
just like decultured.
All right, so let's take a look at this. My little. This was about, I think, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock this morning.
This was kind of funny, honestly. It was kind of funny. It's like
What?
how his response to how small it was.
Yeah, Mikey had a couple of things I want to go over with him when I do talk to him next time.
I was thinking like I would hit my head on that roof, but like you step down into it, right? It looks like
Yeah.
when you step down into the side area.
They don't enter in that part anymore.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
They opened it up in the summertime, and they had it open when I was there when I went to go meet him. They had that door open. I'm like, okay. And you can see into the church, but there was nobody in there in the church stuff. They were all in that back part where the gray concrete is, the add-on to the back of that thing. It's got 2 stories on the back of the add-on they added to that.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, that's definitely an add-on. Yeah.
All right. You ready? Let's take a look at it. Here is Pastor Will Juppy's home church in Denver, Colorado. Actually, I think technically it's in Wheat Ridge. That's the town. It's called. It's a suburb here.
Yeah, suburb.
The rest of these houses around this place are run down, and it's really a poor part of town. Almost. There's a couple of strip clubs up the street down there, and they got a Starbucks about a quarter block up, but that's about the only thing that's going on there.
And this is the same. Just to be clear, this is the same
Millionaire.
actual. No. I'm saying the same church that he took over for that one guy that died.
I don't think so. I think they moved it out of the original.
Oh, they moved it. Okay, I didn't know that part. Okay.
And he got he's having to deal with other things. If you know what he
Yeah.
what he,
Yeah, financial stuff.
yeah, something like that.
Mhm.
You should read those records, dude.
I've looked into it. I saw the whole thing.
it's a
What's
lot
his
of money,
name?
dude.
What's his name?
Dov?
Sav's son actually did
Ryan.
yeah, he did a super deep dive.
Oh yeah.
And I
got
watched.
a new one now, dude. They got.
I watched all that.
Yeah, he's brand new. How does that happen, dude?
Oh, another case. Yeah.
Brand new.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
it's not looking good.
It's
Not looking good.
I think it was 2.5 from when I remember.
Really.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, roll tape.
Roll 5. Yeah. Here you go.
Okay, here we are arriving at Will Duffy's. Holy cow, this is no.
I told you.
This is a matchbox.
I think Mikey was
What?
live with the camera.
Is that his car?
Nope. I thought I had
We're at Will
some-
Duffy's church. We're gonna drop off the wonderful.
I was going to say,
Flyers.
did Will Duffy drive
Don't
a
get out of
Accord?
here. This guy doesn't.
A Honda Accord? A 90 or like a 2003?
What's his rent? What's his rent on his house? $300 a month.
Or,
Telling you.
I think it's I think it's
Okay, here we go. We're at Will Duffy's place. Yeah.
it's itty bitty, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
Yeah.
This parish is probably worth about $5,
There's
$4.99 on eBay.
$5.
We're just
on
dropping
eBay.
off the. That's all right. We'll slide these in the door somehow.
Fletcher's all right. I could do that work.
Yeah, you were kind of slouching a little bit. I noticed that. That's funny.
That goes with working 4 jobs, warehouses,
Yeah.
restaurants, for over more than.
Yeah,
Oh, I noticed
curl together.
your
so they
Adidas,
can
your
see
Adidas
each other.
What do you
hoodie.
mean?
Yeah.
Like you want to surprise?
My
You'd be
Adidas.
surprised.
Dude, I
Yeah.
found that.
He'll know who you are.
Yeah, do it that way. Yeah.
Did you know
Yeah.
I made the
Yeah, there we go.
the 4-foot of feet?
Yeah.
Oh
There we
yeah.
go.
By the way, I made this work.
Welcome to the truth, there, Will Duffy. Hello.
I'll show you.
Welcome to the truth,
Can I
Will
order a
Duffy.
pizza, please?
Can I order a
Here, wait
pizza,
for the
please?
camera.
Go around the front side. Look at the front.
Huh?
I'm trying to get him up to the front to look at the.
Will Duffy's. Will Duffy Fluffy. Him and his
I used to work out, dude. I was in really good shape when I was like 18.
$4.99.
I had a CrossFit. I didn't
Oh yeah, he said. Why? I was wondering why he said it was upside down. I was like, what do you mean?
Give him time.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
He thinks it's
Yeah, but
southern.
that symbol though,
something going
that
on
weird
there. Yeah, that's all
symbol
good.
thing is very
The
weird.
cross is upside down, by
Yeah.
the way.
It is.
Don't tell him.
I
It
don't
was
know what
supposed to be
that's all
the other
about.
way. Just so you know.
Yeah, it looks like
Southern
roots
Cross
going
is
into
not
the
like
ground
that.
is what it's supposed to be, I think.
Yeah, what is that? I don't know.
It's
but,
upside down.
looks
right?
like the
The
Eiffel
Southern
Tower.
Cross? Am I right?
Looks like the Eiffel Tower, bro.
Yeah.
It's kind of diagonal.
Getting kind of a bald spot
Yeah.
on the top.
Yeah.
I don't want to go the
Anyways,
way
here we are at Duffy Fluffy's place.
Duffy Fluffy.
We got the cross over there too.
Well, Mikey's bald too.
So I
He's
just
not-
dropped
he's
off
not
some
just
flat
shaving
Earth
his head, he's
information
John
for him.
What? I can't hear you.
Welcome to Truth, boys and girls.
I said, Mikey's
You're like
going-
really quiet. Oh, he's going bald too.
We all are. We're all going to Reseda one day to die, sir.
Yeah, eventually. Yep.
And I mean that metaphorically, not actually. We're going to go to Reseda.
Well, we're all going to die eventually.
Yeah, but we're going to Reseda first. You understand?
Recede.
Reseda. Yeah.
Re-
Yeah, I got a nice little ball spot.
And there's Roger.
I don't look that bad.
Roger Dodger.
When you get closer,
Good stuff. Zoom in on the door there. We got the flyers and the door handle.
no, the ball spot ain't that noticeable from a distance.
Yeah,
And
calm
there we
down
go.
about that.
Good
Jeez,
stuff.
dude.
Dude,
Peace out, guys. Have a good one.
60. Jesus.
Yeah, you're fine. You're good.
Yeah, I'm not like a catcher or anything. Let's put it that way. Oh, Ryan's back. Look at there. Now everybody's listening to my own critiques about myself in the audience. Hey, Cracker.
Yeah, Ryan, tell him to shut up.
Shut up. Shut up, old man. I'm going to beat you with a cane. Brian S., Jim Anus.
Beat you with a king like Singapore. There once was a man in Denver, Colorado. He got beaten with a cane.
I just want to play one little clip out of last night's stream. I had to delete it because some guy named Elder Bear wants me to not show his daughter, but he did it on purpose. You can tell. It was, he turned on his camera with his daughter in the car. You know, I don't know how old she is, so they actually asked me to, and I will oblige him. I won't show people they don't want them, but he put her on camera, so his stupid ass should have thought about that before he put her on camera. You know, like, if you're going to come on a live stream and you don't want to show your,
Yeah, it's on you.
yeah, the onus.
That's on you, dude.
Yeah, but I took the video down. It wasn't really that good of a video, but I held Bev to task. I was going to play that end part of it just so you guys can hear it. I caught him off guard. I'll find it exactly where it's at. Come on, get to the stream. I'm not sharing this. Okay.
Not sharing it.
All right, good. I want to find it before I share it. I actually played some Mastodon. Didn't get struck for it yesterday, dude.
You got struck for it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
I've
Do you
been getting
usually?
struck for it. Yeah.
You have? Really?
The last 2 times I did. Yeah.
Huh.
I think I'm going to start right where I'm at here. I think Elder Bear left. Yeah, that's where I need to find it. The Elder Bear's older than I am, he looks like.
Well, his name is Elder Bear. It might be Elder.
He doesn't know everything he's talking about. So if you
So
listen to, I'll give you this stream so you can listen to the argument they were putting to me. They're trying to get concede to level. You can't have a level if there's an elevation profile. In other words, if there's elevations above sea level anywhere on Earth, it's not flat. That's pretty much his.
No, it's always level though.
It goes back to the level. Yes, of course it does. But he says, well, you can use a vertical datum to actually get your profiles. You don't have to have a horizontal. Horizontal is, but by definition, you have to have one with the other, or you won't have anything that's perpetual to each other. Because,
Yeah, perpendicular means a certain thing.
yeah,
It
well,
means literally 90 degree.
yeah. Well, what they go with is the meridians are curved because of the sun's path. They mark it like that from a center point. They think that we're actually drawing a line to that meridian at a 90-degree angle, not at a horizontal. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's how dumb it gets. And then they're like, well, it's we're going to make a thing called the true globe, is what he's pushing.
True globe.
True
What?
globe. I listened to this. He's got 2 shows
Dude.
on.
Oh, it's like they were saying true Earth instead of flat Earth. True globe.
And by showing elevation profiles anywhere on Earth, regardless, it disproves flat Earth. It falsifies it automatically.
No, that's actually the opposite.
I don't know. Is it
Sea level is what proves the flat Earth. Level of the sea.
Well, even
That's
his icon right there, level. No. Oh, Bev's a good guy. He's got a
wow.
But he tries really hard to be a sophist. You know what that means, right? He likes sophistry. He likes
He means
but
sophistry. That means everything's for you. That means everything is all about you. Sophistry. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like everything's for you.
So
everything revolves around you.
Right here at this point, he thinks we're off air. I didn't tell him I told him earlier that I'm gonna log out soon. I'm gonna play a song and leave. I didn't play a song yet, so I went, grabbed a drink, came back, and he started talking again. I started talking to him, and he didn't realize that we were still live. So it got kind of
okay. Well, I find this to be a little like I wouldn't do it.
Suspect? You wouldn't play this?
No. Like I'm saying, like for you to be honest, this kind of thing is a little bit of gray area for me.
You mean
like no? What I'm saying though is like if somebody thinks that they're backstage with you, right?
Yeah, but I didn't think he thought that, dude. I didn't. I really didn't. I thought I told him I was going to play a song before I left. I was going to play out.
I know. I'm just saying it's kind of a gray area.
He realized, and I realized a little bit before that, he thought that we were off. And then I told him that we were still live. I didn't keep that away from him. I didn't deceive him intentionally.
Okay, so you did say we're still live.
Yeah,
okay.
I told him that after he got done having this conversation. But I brought up an old conversation that used to happen on Earth Awakenings. It kind of debunks his whole premise. It's SC Montreal is?
No.
He's an old time on Earth Awakenings. He's been there forever. He's a Canadian guy. He's pretty cool. But he's got an analogy that if you have 2 boats in a lake, right? You have 2 people on each boat and they're staring at each other, and you sail them 5 miles apart and you're looking across at each other. What are you going to see?
Well, that was kind of my thing I was going to tell you about, like having 3 different people on boats. That's what really matters, because 2 people on boats doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, but I mean, you're going to see either a drop or you're going to see a hump.
Well, it's both. Supposedly, on a globe, it's supposed to be both a hump and a drop.
Yes. How do you reconcile that? Oh,
you can't reconcile that, dude. Like they can't. They always say refraction. That's what they say, refraction.
Yeah, but I've got a video that I'll show you that actually shows you the refraction from both sides of the argument and who's right and who's wrong for the most part. It dials up closer to flat than anything else. All right, you ready to play this? Let's see if I'm too far in or not. All right, let's see.
Like, you should have warned Flatside the other day that he shouldn't be doing that. It does actually say on it that you'd be making your public address, your IP address public.
Further in. All right. To keep.
I think he banned Elderbear,
No. A little further in. Videos that are posted on YouTube and things of interest. We're talking about basically trolls coming in and porn bombing people. You get that problem?
Oh, that's a long time ago. My friends on stream, somebody was doing that. I forget who it was. Somebody was doing, It was what's his name? I forget the name. Long time ago.
Yeah. So
Doing the
that's
porn
what,
bomb.
that's happening on Flatsoids. They've been doing it recently, and we've been having to watch out for it. So that's why he's handing out getting email addresses so you get links if you want to be on the show. So
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why people don't let you straight on because of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
And he's acting like you shouldn't do that kind of stuff, basically. Which I don't. It's a necessity, you know. I think you need to. And that way, if you get their IP.
Oh wait, are you saying he's saying that you shouldn't just have to clear everyone and vet everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should. You always should.
It's not just vetting. If you actually do something, we can actually find out who you are and not let you back in. No matter if you come back with a.
Oh well, yeah, they have sock puppet accounts and they have all these different accounts and stuff. So that's how they always do it too. Like they always use different sock puppets.
Yeah, and use
backups,
same IP address because they got to use it to get an email.
People have dude. Some people have 20 different, whatever it is, like avatars or addresses, whatever you want to call it, IPS, whatever it is.
Yeah, I was on Sandy's show, and there's one guy came in there one night, and he's showing everybody how to be a professional sock account, like a troll, and he's got
yeah
6 different emails, and he just said it.
Yeah, more than that even.
Yeah, well, this guy that's what he had. So
yeah, I'm just saying, these people do have that stuff, and that's how they do things. Where you can't pinpoint who they are.
Yeah. Well, so if you get their IP address, you can block that period, and that's what Flatsoid's been doing. So he eliminated a lot of the sock puppets that are coming in, and he's like, are we doxing people? Like, no, we're not doxing people. We're stopping them from coming in, and
Yeah.
Oh, is there more people coming in? Oh, Bev is actually here. Look at that. Should I let everybody in the house? Yeah. Are you ready?
What's wrong with the same person you're talking about right now?
Yeah, he's right here.
Oh, okay.
And he probably heard this whole he's been watching me, obviously. He subbed me too, so I don't know why, but I'm not. I don't have anything against him personally.
Okay, so I don't know who Crockett is. Is Crockett?
Crockett's cool. Yeah.
So do you see what he says, right?
What do you say?
He says Glover Tactics. That's what Elder Bear did to Roger, but with his kid scumbag like Bevtard. I don't know what that means. But with his kid,
that's what they're calling Bev. He got that nickname a while back.
Oh, Elder Bear's kid?
No, Bev.
Yeah, his nickname is.
They've been calling him Bev Tard, like he's.
Oh, it's the same person. Elder Bear is Bev Tard.
No.
Bev.
Elder Bear is Bev's friend.
Oh, okay, they're friends, and they're Globies.
They're true Globers, I guess, or.
The new true. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's hear it. Okay.
Well, he's in here. If you want to ask him, should I let him in?
That's what I'm saying. Let him in, and let's hear it.
Okay, you can ask him.
Let's hear this whole everything's level on a globe because that's retarded.
Yeah. Hey, Beth.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, that's good.
Just here to clear up any confusion.
Okay. What confusion would that be?
Well, I don't know. You were talking about me, so I thought it'd best be here just to.
Well, I figured you were watching anyways. You have been watching me for the past couple of weeks, at least.
Nah, the last couple of days.
Okay.
Nah, there's no confusion.
Where did you come from? How did you find Roger's channel?
He's on Flatsoid's channel.
Oh, Flatsoid. Okay, yeah.
That has nothing to do with my channel, though.
Well, it's got nothing to do. You have. This is your channel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just do Flatsoid's panel. And for some reason, a lot of people don't like Flatsoid.
Are you going to clear up confusion? You're going to clear up confusion, right?
Please clear it up.
Yeah, I can clear up any confusion. What are you confused about?
I'm not confused about
No,
it.
you actually just said that. You said I'm here
Clear
to
up any
clear up.
confusion, yes.
Yeah. So clear it up.
So
Do a good job.
what are you confused about?
Well,
I am not confused about anything.
Okay,
just,
so there's no
just want to
confusion that
know.
needs to be cleared up then, is there?
Well, the idea that you actually can think that you could have level on a sphere.
You can have level anywhere.
Okay.
All you have to do is place the level
How
there,
does that work?
and you will be able to find the level.
So
Yeah, to me, a level is a tool that establishes a horizontal plane of reference.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. A horizontal plane of reference.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you keep making something level, I'm just asking.
Okay.
If I make something level for 10,000 miles, what is that going to do? It's going to be a straight line, right? Straight line?
Are you going to make the line level?
Yes.
It's a
Completely
horizontal
level,
line,
completely straight. And then what's going to happen? What's going to happen after 3 miles on your globe? It's going to be way above sea level. That's how levels work. And you know that.
Yeah, it's going to be above sea. No, it's not going to be above sea level, is it?
Why would it be sea level?
Well, sea level, like I said to you yesterday, Roger, sea level and eye level is just a point on the vertical datum. It's a vertical level.
Don't talk about eye level. It has nothing to do with sea level or levels.
Yeah, sea level and
doesn't
eye
mean
level
anything.
are both measured on the vertical datum.
Oh, you mean like height? Is that what you're looking for?
Yes, that's what sea level and eye level are.
So
there's elevation,
distance measurement.
Yeah.
You have elevation, correct? Elevation above sea level, correct?
That's the vertical measurement also. Yes.
If you build, like, I don't care what it is, you build anything with a level, then you start from one point on the top of a ball that you live on, right? Because you think you live on a ball, right?
Yeah. You're talking about the tool level.
Doesn't matter. No, it's not a tool. No. The tool just starts you. It starts you at the level horizontal, right?
It establishes
Now you build
points.
something, and you build a giant building, for example. Then that building will be above sea level on either side if you make it 1,000 yards that way, 1,000 yards that way, 1,000 yards that way. Then you have to prove that you're going to be above sea level all around, and it's not provable. They don't prove that. There's no such thing as buildings being above sea level on one side because it's level. It's flat and level. This whole plane we live on is a plane. You understand that, right?
I understand that that's what you imagine. But can we get this thing about the level cleared up first, right? Sea level and eye level are a measurement on a vertical datum, as are all elevations. Right? Every point anywhere can be given a level mark, which is an elevation, a distance. Right? That's just one coordinate, one number. Right? Yeah. Now the tool, the level, establishes equal elevations. So that's two or more points on the same vertical. Mm-hmm. That's the tool, the level.
And how far does that extend, Beth?
As far as the level does. What's the biggest level you've ever seen?
The biggest level I've seen? I think I got a 3-foot level.
Well, we got 400-meter levels when we did the realizing.
You're talking about your water levels.
Yeah.
I don't carry that kind of tool around with me. And I remember your experiment you did back in the day with the
test.
Yeah.
Don't be calling it an experiment. You'll get Flatside shouting at you.
No. I know what I'm saying. I know what I meant. But the whole point of the story, I mean, like, if you can extend that as far as you want to, I mean, how far?
You can only extend it as far as the tubes, though, 400 meters. That's
Ryan
the
left.
locality of the tool, establishing equal points on the vertical datum.
Yeah, that's wonderful. But I mean, how does that disprove or prove either circumstance?
Doesn't
What
have
is it?
anything to do with the shape of the earth. That's one of the things when I first came into this arena. That's what I was hoping to tell people, but it didn't go to plan, did it?
Well, I don't think there's a shape to basically a plane to begin with. There's no shape there. That's not a shape.
No, but it can be proved that level is horizontal, right?
Yeah, it
There you
also
go.
proves they can actually
Bro,
change
do
the
you know what
word.
a transit is? A transit that they use, right? You know what a transit is? I hope, since you're speaking like you know how things
In
work,
the
right?
UK, it's a van
Okay, a transit, whatever you want to
made
call
by.
it. Yeah. So what that does is it sees across long distances levelly, whatever, how you want to call it, horizontally level, right? And how you're not going to see, you're never going to see a curvature downward ever on a transit, are you? Have you ever seen that? Never.
Well, I
Have
have
you?
actually
Well, let
done
me
some
let
tests
everybody in the
with a
room.
level.
So we'll say hi to everybody. I mean, this is what didn't have this in mind when I started my show, but here we go. I'm gonna open the door.
Mr. Super Sidewinder.
Isn't that a Super Sidewinder coming in? Hey, Ryan.
Well, no, he's
I
here.
was gonna let oh no, Ryan left again. I was gonna let Elder Bear in and Ryan, but Elder Bear took off.
Ryan keeps popping in and out.
And I mean, I only have like what 250 subscribers, right? I think.
So, what's the what do you think the idea of the tard is to call me a tard? Is this anything that I've said wrong?
I didn't call you a tard, dude. I didn't
No,
bring that up.
Crockett is in the chat. I mean, he's been doing it for years.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of people have.
People can call me retarded and probably have. I don't take it personally. If I actually thought they were right, I would take it personal. You know,
Retarded just means slow. I mean, it's not a big deal, dude.
Well,
Well,
what's
the
slow
word-
about
the
what's
word
slow
came
about
from
knowing how to
engines,
prove that
basically.
level's horizontal?
Hold,
No, I don't
yes,
think you
level
can prove
is
that.
always horizontal, bro. I totally agree with you.
That's
Can
not
you
proving anything.
prove
That's
that?
a statement. Can I prove that?
Yes, you can just go out there and prove it. But what I wonder is, so
I can. I know what I can because I've actually done it. Can you?
Okay.
Was the question.
I know what level means, and I know what horizontal means, and I know that it keeps going across all the way from where are you at again?
Okay, you say no. How do you know that?
How do I know personally?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've built things, and I know how it works. I know how level works and horizontal works, and how, like, listen, I don't know if you. So you think that we live on like a globe, but it's all level around the whole globe? Is that what the whole point is?
Kind of weird, look, kind of blocky though, wouldn't it? You'd
Well,
have like all these local flat patches all over it, like a disco ball kind of thing, like a disco ball.
Yeah, exactly. Is that how they? Is that what you guys are thinking? I'm just
level
curious.
isn't flat, right?
Wait, hold on. Level isn't flat, right? Is that what you said? Level isn't
Have you ever
flat.
seen a water level?
Yes, I have, bro. It's
Would
my
you
whole
call
thing.
that flat?
My name is Scott Level Realm. I kind of know about the Level Realm.
Yeah, but have you ever seen a 400-meter water level?
Yeah, I have.
Would you say that's flat?
No,
when it's out and actually establishing a horizontal plane of reference between the points, would you say that's flat?
well, it has convexity, but it doesn't go in a sphericity. It has a slight viscous to it, especially in the pipe, due to water tension, air pressure.
Yeah. I've been in this arena for 6, 7, possibly 8 years now, and I've never heard anybody explain,
Wow. I got
earth
7
curvature
people
that you're
in.
looking for.
Here, I'm gonna let everybody in.
Oh wait, I'm excited. I'm excited about what you're about to
We
say.
got a panel.
Hold on.
Rock
The Earth curvature you're looking for is what now?
That's the question. What is it? What is the curvature that you're
Well, you
looking
gotta
What do
have
you
a radius.
mean?
You'd have to have
A
a rate,
ball.
like a slope rate.
A
right?
ball has a radius. You know
Yeah.
what a radius is, right, sir?
Yeah.
A ball that you think you live on, right?
You'd have to have a radius. At
Yes,
least
and then you can surmise what curvature means off of a ball radius. Hello, anyone? Bueller.
yeah.
A straight line then, because radius is a straight line. Is that what you're after?
Are you going with pi?
What
with
are
this?
you
Is this
talking
what-
about? I'm
You're
talking about the
pi.
circumference. A circumference of a freaking ball or circle.
That's the curvature that you're looking
Yeah,
for.
there you go. There you go. So
Well,
the
you'll
ball
find
with the
that
curvature.
You'll find that in
Now,
the
what,
mathematics books, won't you?
yeah, that's what you guys believe in mathematics. Hello.
Yeah,
Are,
do you not?
Joe, I got too
are
many
we?
people in the room because I keep.
I believe, dude. Listen, I do believe in mathematics, and as far as you can take a circle and find a circumference. What is it? 2 pi r, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. My point is that is the curvature if you are measuring on the land or even the land, mainly the water or ice, a level. So let's just say 10 miles away. You get a 10-mile ice, freaking perfectly flat. You're telling me that's
Scott,
You're
hold on.
telling me that's
Super. Can
that's
you hear
just
me? Elder Bear, Super. You
he
guys
he can hopefully he can hear you because he can't see you, but he can hear
I
you.
hope so. I got
Mr. Super?
Mr. Super here. I got Elder Bear, and I got Ryan S. Look at there.
Mr. Super Mr. Super, what's up?
I don't know if his mic's working.
I am
There?
here.
Hey, Super.
There he is.
And there's Ryan. No, what the next argument that's coming out is basically perspective, like a measurement to perspective. There is actually a way to get angular size over distance versus the rate of the curve of the Earth, and there's actually a good math for it, and it would actually put the horizon further back than it would be in the Earth curve mass that they have been doing for years, and they're pissed off about what people are doing with it now. So there's going to be a big pushback. There's no way they could have perspective on the globe the size they do, and we actually observe objects as far as we do without actually having a physical horizon much closer than we do now. And it's coming out.
Wait, much closer?
Yeah, the
Like
horizon is going to be much closer to you. Almost half of what it was before.
Oh boy.
You take 3 points to an object and you get an angular size to the object by how close those lines come together. You can actually put 3 points on an object and get perspective math out of it. You follow? Kind of neat. I think.
No, I
I
don't.
think you confused there.
No,
I didn't follow. I
No,
didn't
no.
follow that either. By the way,
You're not confused. It's just angular size is basically it's what they hijacked and name it Earth curve.
But angular size,
perspective.
Roger,
You mean-
isn't angular size is just the size of the angle.
Yeah, you get the
It's a
angle
ridiculous
that you're actually
term. I
measuring.
think
the
people in
distance
this
to
arena have made that up.
No, the distance to the object changes. The further it's away, the angle to it changes. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the principle of stadia hairs within these tools.
Yeah, and
It's a
It
geometric reasoning. Yeah.
and you can put that in there with the actual drop of the Earth at the rate it's supposed to be. It's going to make it worse on globe math, you might say. As
There's
it
no
goes.
such thing as globe math.
Well,
There's
yes, there is though.
It's normal
Bro.
mathematics.
No, but bro, if you live on a ball that has like I just freaking just said, bro.
Well, he
If
didn't
you
realize
have-
Mathematics
that
doesn't change whether you imagine you live on anything.
Well, like what
Yes,
we-
it does.
Same mathematics.
No. I'm talking about the curvature of the Sagitta, the Sagitta, whatever you want to call it.
Sagittarius is a
bulge.
straight line again.
You think that a straight line? So you're just going straight? It doesn't make any sense.
Sagittarius is a straight line distance measurement.
Sagitta is the hump between me and you. Like if you're freaking 100 miles away, there's a Sagitta, the hump between the point A and point B, and then the hump from the radius.
Not of a straight line, there is.
It's freaking just trigonometry. It's freaking not even that hard, dude.
Yeah, there's not really an argument there. You would actually have visible Earth curve blocking what you're looking at.
Yes, it's not. And I don't know. Are they just saying there's no such thing?
You know.
Well, they're trying to bring back the what do you call it, the nautical mile.
It sounds like you guys are.
No, we're not. I'm getting the argument from
He's
everybody
just
on
said
the other
that there's a
side. I got
Sagitta
Brenda
somewhere
doing it too. Brenda
between
came
me
in
and
here
him.
doing it. Yeah, Brenda came in here doing it, and then Brenda does create things. She came in here punting that stuff. I didn't bring it up. I don't bring that stuff.
What do you mean? There is.
Just brought it up.
It's a hyperbolic freaking. It's a curve, dude. Like you guys.
Hyperbolic is a parabola, isn't it? Isn't that the other
no,
way?
it's the opposite. A parabola is a U, and then a. What are you talking about? That's what it is.
You're trying to do. You just put a Sagitta in between me and you.
Okay. Do you live near a lake? What's your name again? I'm sorry.
Bev.
Bev, right? Do you live near a lake? Like, have you ever been to a lake, like a big lake?
Yeah. Like, go on.
Okay. Lakes. So you can see if the lake was perfectly flat, perfectly level. I mean, as far as like the waves, right? I'm talking about like a nice day. Like, you ever go skiing?
You could have a lake level, right? That would be measured on the vertical datum, much like they do for the mean sea level. In
every
America,
every lake is freaking straight across level, dude.
Yep. That's where they established the mean sea level in for you guys, right? You're in America, are you?
Yeah, Lake Superior.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, dude, it's the same thing all the way across the Atlantic, all the way across the Pacific, the Indian Ocean.
Vertical measurement, though, isn't it?
It's a freaking level measurement. It's straight across it.
It's a vertical.
Well, you got to have a reference for your vertical, right? Not just a plumb bob. Plumb bobs won't work the same all over, will they? Will they find that same level?
You have a measuring rod.
Well, I know
you measure it as it goes up and down on that vertical measurement. It's called the vertical datum, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, in nature, do you see any horizontal rods laying around? No, there's not. This is all man contrived to start with. It really is.
Well, that's what I was pointing out, though, at the beginning, right? That sea level, lake level, eye level, they're a measurement on the vertical datum.
Yeah, but you still have to reference the ground at some point, don't you, Bev?
Yeah, perpendicular to that vertical is horizontal because there's a relationship.
You have a surface you got to deal with, correct?
And we understand what that perpendicularity relationship is, don't we?
What is that?
Like when I came in yesterday, we were talking about latitude and longitude. Now they are also perpendicular, aren't they?
You're referencing a radius of a ball, right? That's what you're doing.
What, with vertical and horizontal?
Yes. You have to be coming straight down into the center of a ball for the radius to get your horizontal, right?
I don't know.
You got to go all the way to the center of the damn thing, all the way to
just vertical.
What plane are we looking for?
What do you mean vertical comes from horizontal? Horizontal, vertical, 90 degrees. I'm confused about this argument.
The datum for lake level, sea level, or whatever is on the vertical datum, right?
Yeah, but I mean the reference
that measurements
to
take
all this to start with, Bev, isn't it like the
equatorial? Bro, the vertical datum comes from the center of a ball when you're speaking of a sphere, a spherical object.
And who's doing that?
That's where the datum comes from.
Who's doing that?
Who's doing that? Your NASA people or whoever you believe in the science.
Isn't it you that's doing that?
No.
I ain't doing that. No, I'm telling you.
I don't make any reference to NASA.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, honestly, in my opinion, and I don't care, I might be wrong, but like literally everything is perpendicular to the horizon, perpendicular, straight across to you, to me, over the Roger, over to freaking Ryan, over to California, everywhere. It's
vertical
all
and horizontal
level.
Are perpendicular here where I live.
It's all perpendicular, dude.
Yeah.
Can
Didn't they
confirm.
lay it out in like squares all over when they did the datum? They just squared it all off level.
It's how all aeronautical everything works on a level plane, dude, and
Yeah, they all reference that plane.
it literally all does work that way.
Even
And
NASA does that too.
they admit it. They admit it. They're not even hiding it.
No.
So, prove me wrong. I mean, prove them wrong. Prove
But I
the
got a
people that
question.
you believe in wrong.
Do you think that makes the Earth flat?
Why not?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Even with all of the vertical
Why
distance
does that matter?
changing?
Why is that even a topic? Because people ridicule us? I don't care, dude. I get
Well,
ridiculed. I went into
if
Walmart
that's
today.
as easy as it is, then I don't think you'll have problem getting anybody to agree that horizontal is a thing, right? Because people use horizontal and vertical all the time, and they definitely know that they are perpendicular.
So what's the definition, the literal definition of horizontal?
Perpendicular to the vertical. That's what it means, dude. Horizontal is perpendicular to the vertical.
It's level
No,
having
horizontal. If you take the word and the root is horizon and tal, right? So the totality of the horizon, which goes all around you
at 360 degrees,
right?
Correct?
That's horizontal because the parallel to the plane of the horizon, the totality of the plane of the horizon is horizontal. The root, the definition of the word describes itself as true definitions should be, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so now you're telling me that we live in a ball, right? After you just said what you said,
I didn't say that.
Oh, so we don't live in a ball? I thought Roger. I thought the guy thought we lived in a ball.
That's what I've heard. A true.
Oh, so we don't.
Heard it from a lot of people. Like there's a lot of people repeat it. Maybe like you. I mean, that's maybe why I had to come in to explain the confusion that seems to be occurring.
I'm going to quote you. There's a dogmatic globe and a true globe.
A real globe, yeah.
Oh, wait. So what does that mean?
Yeah, we'll get one definition for it, man. It's not too
reality that we all live on, right?
It's a gigantic globe, then, right? It has to be.
Well,
you know that, right?
You've obviously got some sort of a model of globe.
No. What do you mean?
We're model afflicted. We're model.
Hold on. It's either a globe or it's something else, right?
You're going to give us a false dichotomy again.
False dichotomy.
This must be a new thing. Okay, tell me more.
True dichotomy, Bev.
I'm not intrigued at all, but go ahead.
True dichotomy is level is horizontal or level is not horizontal. That's a true dichotomy.
How about I'll go with what you used for an analogy earlier? A light switch. It's either on or it's off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, binary.
Or nature created itself, or it was created by a god.
You don't know about that one being a true dichotomy, do you?
I have a belief of my own. I would call it a belief, but there's a lot of evidence to point toward a creator that actually put this together. It just didn't pop out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, I'd say the difference between a true dichotomy and just a normal dichotomy is that
a true dichotomy. Dude, you know what dichotomy only means? It means one thing. Bro, there's no true or normal or
choices.
Two choices, yeah. Binary dichotomy.
If it's a true dichotomy, then the truth will lie within the choices that you are given.
Uh-huh.
Like the light switch is either on or off. Level is either horizontal or it is not.
Yeah, true. And that's the thing, bro.
There's
level is level everywhere. It's like fact. A fact is a fact, and you cannot have another fact
wherever. Yes,
you can't have two facts. Arguing with each other. You can't argue about facts. There's either a fact or there's not a fact, right? There's either true or false.
Another
Is
one.
there
Do you want me
or?
to give you another dichotomy?
Oh no, there's another one. That would be trichotomy. Okay, trichotomy.
No, a true, like another
A
dichotomy.
trichotomy.
One that says flat or spherical globe. Right? Have you heard of that?
Yeah, we heard about it. I heard about it last night for sure from you.
Right. So somebody called it a false dichotomy. Nathan Oakley's called it a false dichotomy. Flatside's called it a false dichotomy.
Well, no.
Do you agree?
What they're making reference to is the whole final experiment.
No, this was done before the final experiment.
Why were you from San Antonio, Texas for a second? False the final experiment.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeehaw. All right, cowboy up. All right.
All right. Listen, I'm done arguing with this guy. Sorry.
Well, we're
Sorry.
not going to argue anymore.
That's tricky,
There's
doesn't it?
There's no
Nobody,
argument.
you haven't made an argument, so don't worry.
What do you mean? I literally argued you to, like you're done. You're dead in the water. Like you have no idea. You have no idea what you're even arguing about horizontal and the parallel and the perpendicular. Perpendicular to square, dude. If you don't understand these things, yeah, dude, I'm sorry to tell you, dude. I do think that you're searching for truth, though, and I like that.
Can I ask you a question then? Because I asked Roger this the other day.
Sure, yeah.
I also asked Jaren a bit ago, right? Quite a bit ago.
Yeah, Senior Jaren.
You know, north, south, east, and west.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Cardinal directions.
Yeah.
Yeah, news. It's called news.
They are perpendicular.
What I'm thinking.
They're perpendicular, right?
Yeah, it works on a plane really well. It doesn't work on a ball.
Scott.
So let me ask you a question. No, let me first tell you.
Are they perpendicular?
No, dude. North, south, east, and west has magnetic. It's magnetic implications, and if you don't understand magnetics, and I guarantee you, sir, and I think you're kind of a smart person, kind of. You're just kind of off track, but like you should know about magnetics because magnetics are not what you think they are. So you try that out.
But I was only asking about north, south, east, and west, the cardinal direction.
That's how we
at
get
least on a compass.
Yeah.
When you look at a compass and you see north, south, east, and west, they are perpendicular to each other, aren't they?
Are they?
No, they're not.
Are they not like diameters? Like north-south would be a diameter crossing the center of the compass, and east-west would be also a diameter crossing the center of the compass. Those two would be splitting that circle into 4 quadrants. That would be right angles, right?
When I use my compass, I got one right here, by the way.
At least the understanding in people's minds.
Oh, that's how they view it on a on the world. I'm not going to say either one of your models that you're going to go with.
Well, no, I'm just saying horizontal and vertical, they are perpendicular and they would have exactly the same relationship as north, south, east, and west.
And that would prove on Earth, though, dude. Perpendicular means 90 degrees. Angles. We're talking about angles here.
Okay.
Yeah, but
now,
as we were talking to Nathan,
there's no perpendicular compass.
Don't you have
compass does not work perpendicular.
Okay. Now, in reality,
there's east-west circles.
Okay, look at this. These things, these points on a compass are just letters. They're points on the compass, not in the world. You understand that?
They are perpendicular.
They're directions you go while you're on the Earth.
There's nothing perpendicular except for only north, south, and then east and west, and everything else is not perpendicular. And you don't live on a compass, obviously.
Is there a 90-degree angle if you were to set your tool up on the azimuthal plane and direct from north to east?
Nope.
Would that be 90 degrees?
No, it's not 90 degrees because you're always circling. You're always circling on both models. Listen, on both models, you're always circling everywhere you go. You're always doing a circle.
You're doing circles, are you?
Listen, dude, you don't understand your globe or the flat Earth.
I'm just trying to work out what our understanding of reality, how we work these things out. I'm just trying to establish, in your reality, is north, south, east, and west perpendicular, like horizontal and vertical are perpendicular? Is that a similar thing?
No, it's not, because...
It's not.
No, it's just to me it's not because it's always
Okay.
different
So are they
on a
perpendicular?
compass.
Like horizontal and vertical are perpendicular, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, when we break up the horizontal plane, right, can we also put that perpendicularity on the horizontal plane?
See, we're getting into so,
Cartesian coordinate systems. That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
our
like
understanding.
we can do some mapping work if you want to. That would be
No, I'm
fun.
just trying to put an
honestly
image
though,
there.
honestly, I've thought about this because you know how the sun rises
You thought about it.
directly on the equinoxes, right? It rises
Why do you
directly
go to
for
the
everyone.
sun?
Hmm?
Why do you go to the sun?
Well, because I'm trying to like agree with you a little bit about thinking about this way because I thought that maybe there was a Mercator map. Like you know the Mercator map works, right? Maybe that's how this place works. Is we're on some kind of freaky Mercator type map where everything, you know, the sun and the sun and the stars and everything, everyone sees it at that angle. I'm just spitballing here, you know, like I've thought about this, like because it's obviously not a circle um AE map. No, by the way, I don't believe in the AE map at all. I think it's something else, dude. And I don't believe in the globe, so I'm just kind of different like
They
that.
still use the AE map for the north for the most part. It's used
But
daily.
do you believe that north-south is perpendicular to east-west?
Perpendicular. Like
It can't be though,
on a
because then
level.
Can't be.
we would
You
be
say.
on like the AE. I mean, not AE map, but the Mercator type thing,
So
like
what
a
is it
flat.
then? Like what is the
I
relationship
don't know,
between
bro.
east and
I don't
west
know.
and north and south?
Listen, I'm trying to figure it out too, man. I truly, you know, I'm on board with trying to figure this stuff out, but I just don't think we're on a globe bowl thing. You know, that's all.
Yeah, don't get clouded by
No.
any models that you might have. We're just trying to
Don't
understand
be model
the
afflicted.
base
Yeah.
understanding of how we're going to relate ourselves to reality.
Yeah, I
Right
relate
now, we
to
already
reality every day.
know horizontal and vertical are perpendicular. They're perpendicular here, perpendicular there, right? Everywhere. Horizontal will be perpendicular to vertical. And vice versa, obviously.
Not hung up on it. I promise.
Well, let me ask you, both of you guys a question, or all of you. So you have a plumb. Let's say you have a 10,000 foot plumb bob, right? Right,
Yeah.
and then you have another plumb bob, 10 miles away,
Mhm.
right? And it's 10,000 foot plumb bob, and you can measure the top of that plumb bob and the bottom of the plumb bob. And I'm telling you, dude, I don't think that they're going to be different. I think they're going to be exactly the same.
A straight line.
That's yeah, you know what I mean. And you can do that. Like, I mean, it'll take
You can't
thousands of
do that.
dollars. Yeah, you can.
You can
They
What, a
have.
10,000-foot plumb bob?
Yeah, they do. No. A building, bro. Like I said this to
Building.
Flat Earth math guy that whatever his name was. What's his name? Whatever. I said so. You take a Sears Tower and a Sears Tower, right? Two Sears. You know, I'm just talking about like a tall building, right? Okay, the Burj Khalifa, right? You got two. You got two, you know, big buildings, right? And you measure the top and the bottom, and I guarantee you they'll be the same at the top and the bottom, because we live in a level, flat level realm. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, the higher the building goes, I mean, those verticals will be all perpendicular all the way to the base, right? Unless you're.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, yeah. You know, and you can measure it. You can do it.
Yeah, you do realize that it's been stated within mathematics that you can't prove parallel.
Hold on, really? I've never heard this. You
Did you
can't
not know
prove
that?
parallel. Oh, you
Yeah.
mean in software, in software, because it's always like a
No,
little
in mathematics.
No, in mathematics you can't prove parallel. What are you
It's a
talking about?
definition.
Anyway,
do you imagine you could prove straight?
Let me ask you a question. So you guys think the lean away? So it's called a lean away. That's what that Flat Earth math guy said. So if there was like 2 giant buildings 10 miles away, there would be a lean away, but not that much though. And I'm like, well, not that much compared to very precise measurements of. We have precise measurements. We can do that. Like I can't do that. But
I personally
Roger,
think
you
the
know what I'm
tilt
saying,
of a
right?
plumb bob is ridiculous. But
What are you talking about? The plumb bob would have to work on a radius. The core, the iron core that doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the molten iron core that has no magnetics. Yeah. So that iron core would have to be a certain radius to the center, and then give you that lean away, which they call it, because everything like mountains have to lean away from each other. Never proven, never shown, never seen. Every mountain I see from my mountain, I live at a mountain. I look at other mountains. You know what happens?
You're painting a picture, though, aren't you?
Why not?
Oh, I'm painting a really good picture because I drive to these mountains. I drive to the other mountain. And I go, dude, that freaking thing is still straight up every time. It's you can see way too far, bro. I don't know, whatever. I don't know what you think.
You can
see way too far.
Oh yeah, but
who puts a limit on how far you can see?
Oh yeah, dude. We're talking.
Is that not you?
We're talking a lot of miles.
Do you put a limit on yourself for how far you can see, and then you break those rules?
No, the limits are not. We're not putting it on us. It's
okay.
Basically,
I'm not breaking rules
to how far you can see.
Actually, it's funny because some days I can see really far, and then some days I can't see anything. I'm like, there's no mountain there. I'm like, oh, but there is, because you know why? Atmospheric conditions. Atmospheric conditions make you think you live in a globe. And I get it, guys. I used to thought I lived in a globe when I was like 10, 11, 12, 13, maybe 14.
The majority of people like subconsciously live on the globe, don't they? Without realizing it.
Well, they don't literally live on it. That's
in reality, right? They just subconsciously associate their reality to the globe.
A globe,
right? That's why
because
it's the real globe.
Because when you were in like middle school or kindergarten, they had globes everywhere. They're like, look at the globe, and I was like, yeah, the globe's cool. And then I was like, wait, this doesn't make sense.
That's your grammar model that you've been given. Now everybody's been given that, haven't they?
Well, how about the college model?
Some people have lost it, right?
Bendy space time. That's a good model. I like that one.
What's that?
Oh, the Einstein model, relativity, general relativity.
No, that's the guy in the wheelchair. He loved the bendy space time.
Yeah,
the old Hawking.
Mr. Hawking boy. Yeah. Jaron has a thing for him for some reason. But before Jaron went down on his little trip, we had a conversation, had like 3 or 4 of them. I talked to him on his speaker's corner. And some of the things he actually said before he left were kind of telling. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing at the end of this year. That's going to be fun. I need to get my ass in shape. I got a good look at myself today on video. I'm like, dude, I'm beat. So I got to go to the gym.
You better start pushing around a bunch of carts.
Circles, because we're going to have a word with Jaron about this tonight. This is what he did a bit ago. East and west, are they just different directions on a circle?
I think there are arbitrary points in the same and opposite directions.
Is that why you have trouble having north-south being perpendicular to east-west?
Well, I don't understand your point here, dude.
Well, I think that's the problem that Jaron had also.
No, I don't have a problem with it. I don't. If you're perpendicular to it, it's got to be like parallel to it too, right? They're on a level.
Yeah.
For namesake.
And it's not like that.
So
it could be.
That's why you say the cardinal directions can't be perpendicular to one another.
No, but things in the same. I want to go out on a limb and go, and the same reference frame actually do travel in those directions.
Yeah, well, when you're doing celestial navigation, let's pretend that somebody's actually doing it, right? Your
Okay.
first
I got a
bearing,
horizon mirror right here if you want to use it.
right? Okay, but your first bearing is
have-
Yeah, Roger. Why
on
don't you
the
explain that, Roger? Oh,
azimuthal
sorry.
plane.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go
your
ahead.
first bearing is on the azimuthal plane from north to find the bearing of the light in the sky that you're going to be using.
Yeah, the bearing of the Polaris.
Yeah, well, most of those lights in the sky are moving, aren't they, Bev? Technically.
Not Polaris.
Yeah, Polaris doesn't move, but I'm pretty sure there's
It moves a little bit. It moves a tiny bit. It
Yeah, it
moves a
wobbles a
little
little
tiny bit. Yeah.
But it's a good reference point to start from, right?
No, but so think about this. If you think you live on a globe, so you're going to judge the baseline, the baseline thing too, like on sextants or what's your thing you have, Roger? What's it called?
Well, it's kind of a cheap little quadrant. Is what I got.
Yeah, but it works on a triangulation. It works on trigonometry.
Yeah.
And it works on a flat baseline. A baseline of what? Level land. Not land.
You're going to go to the stars
sea.
with it, you use a compass basically a protractor to get your.
Yeah. How does a protractor work? Trigonometry. 3 angles.
What? No, a protractor works because it's a semicircle.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's angles on a baseline. You always have a baseline of a straight line, right, bro?
Yeah, the farther it gets out of your perspective, it drops.
You're not doing a curve.
The diameter.
You're not using a curved baseline because that would mess the whole math up, dude. That's the whole point of this whole. I don't know. Maybe you haven't heard about like.
Is that a flat Earth then?
No. Yes, it is.
Diameter is a straight line. Is that to help you out? You know, with your understanding of a flat Earth.
Circumference, sir. Hello.
Circumference of what?
Well, you'd have to have an outside rim to.
You live on a circumference,
right?
You think you live on a circumference of a sphere.
That sounds fucking ridiculous.
That doesn't it? Whoa. Okay, I'm out.
Are you out? Tapping out?
Thanks.
No, my phone's actually dying, but yeah, I'm out. He doesn't know we live on a circumference of a sphere. Like we live on the. That's what he thinks, though.
Charge your phone and stay here for a minute.
That's not what I think at all.
You're
be ridiculous.
You're giving Bev a run for his money. You ever had Girl Scout cookies?
By telling me something that I don't think. Like, sounds like nonsense to me, to be honest.
It all sounds like nonsense. I don't know why.
I don't think in nonsense. I have a logical structure, and
so I think most people have logical structures. Yeah, some people are actually just mental, and they can't wrap their head around any kind of logical anything, right? Most people don't actually think logically to begin with. They're mostly just programmed with media and television, and they just go along with what they're told, right? So if you're told this all your life and you just accept it, that would be just a belief you have. So most people live in a make-believe land, like Mr. Rogers, and he's got this make-believe land with the King Friday and all the rest of them.
Yeah, where you live in your own head, and in your own head, you can imagine that other people think whatever, like your man Scott's just done.
But I still can't divine everybody's thoughts. I wish I could.
People live in reality, though, right?
Yeah.
And subconsciously, they've already been given a grammar model of globe.
Well, we don't need to give them another one, then, do we? They could just.
You guys are doing it, though. Have you not noticed?
No. The more people I've been talking to
about that
over
is
the past 10 years. Bev,
you guys are the ones that are talking about it, though.
Well, there's a lot of people talking about it now. A lot. Believe it
talking
or not,
about
models, what they live on.
Your man's talking about radiuses, diameters, circumferences, people living on circumferences. I mean, he's doing that, not me. Do you realize that or not?
What he's making reference to, and is real simple, is that there's a circumference to the sphere Earth that you're told you're living on, and you're given it, and they tell you they fly around this thing.
What if you're not told you're living on it?
Then you wouldn't expect to even ask a question, now would you?
But you've only been given that in your grammar model.
Mm-hmm. Well, they've been making globes for a long time, dude. They got some huge globes that are completely irrelevant to what the size of the Earth or the shape of it, but they've been making them. You can't use them for maps. They're useless.
Most people do actually have that model, don't they?
Yeah, but you really can't use it. Can you?
Well, they just live in reality. They don't have to associate the two together at all. So they just live in reality.
Yeah. I don't think Edelbear can stay in. He keeps dropping in and out. Are you all right? Can you keep it in? Can't hear him.
Elderbear, that's like you were coming through. There's something wrong with your volume on your mic or whatever.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Maybe fluffing
He's
the
not on
port
mute
or whatever.
either. It's like his mic ain't working. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
No,
very low.
Yeah, really low.
Okay. Bad internet, I think. It just keeps dropping in and out, so I'll have to do it when I get a bit more better internet.
Nice. Now it's getting worse. The diaphragm's moving, but no sound.
Yeah. I don't know whether that'd be location or whatever, but you need to sort yourself out a mic. I think your phones aren't the best for.
Well, with me, the thing is, Bev. Sorry, go ahead. What were you saying? Hopefully he'll come back in. But the thing is, I think they stymie what they call exploration of the world we live in by limiting where we go and what we do. There's a lot of constraints to it.
But what I'm trying to point out is that your understanding of the reality that we live in, north, south, east, and west, are on the azimuthal plane, and they are perpendicular to one another within your mental model.
The same principle applies to any of the maps. Is that not correct?
Yeah, in the UK, we have grid reference system. That's what I was pointing out yesterday.
And we were doing the 1860 whatever they're going through that over on the Blast Channel. There's a lot on that map that's telling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a great map.
Spot On made a song about it, about the hardship endured from the guys that went over to America to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I know in the UK they stopped building the canals for 7 to 10 years because all of the surveyors that were doing that sort of stuff went over to America to help you guys.
That's great.
Yeah,
but
I mean that's a practical use of these things in reality.
What the thing is that's happening with the so-called models over here in the States is all these physicists and teachers and people that are in the programs and stuff with their fake ass physics are getting called out on it, and they're losing their funding, and it's going to people who are actually in industries. That's what's going to happen over here, and Trump's making it happen.
Yeah, well, surveying already is a known, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, a guy who actually does surveying work for a road crew or a job site deserves just as much pay as a physicist, an astrophysicist working in any of the satellite industries or anything, the bogus crap that go on. There's a company right down the street from me called Maxar. It's owned by a company called Ball. They have a huge NASA contract. They make most of the satellite products, but they don't really do anything besides make boxes and satellites. I've worked in the industry myself, and it's really suspect. You never really see anything out of it. They waste a lot of money, and there's a lot of money that comes out of NASA for like pet projects they do all the time, and They're worried about their well-being. They don't want to go down here with the poor people and have to work at Walmart like I do now. Stuff like that. They don't want to struggle through life. They have it set. They get six-figure salaries. They drive BMWs. They have it made. They don't want to have to struggle in the rat race. So they're fighting tooth and nail against this, what's it called, Doge. And they don't like the idea that their pseudo sciences are going to get a big budget cut. And even what's her name, Sabina Hassenfeller, she actually did two videos on how that she's pissed off about it too. But she's not pissed off that they're losing money. She's pissed off that they got it to start with, because she's been going through a lot of their so-called experiments in math and stuff, and the quantum sciences, and like there's no real sense for it. It doesn't benefit anybody at all.
So, where do you imagine the pseudoscience is within what we're talking about?
You mean in surveying? Or
well, I mean, isn't that really, when you guys are talking about shape?
I don't talk about shape. I just
do you
throw it up. No, not really.
Okay, like we were saying earlier, the flat or spherical.
Well, flat's
like, is that not the dichotomy that's been given in this arena that you guys are centered in?
You're talking about between like McToon and Craig and all those people? I gave up on them the first time I talked to him. I went on McToon's show. He berated me. He belittled me. I don't go over there. I don't talk to him. He's interested in me and what I do on my channel. I'm not interested in anything he does at all. I'm not interested in any of Craig's stuff, any of Ruhif stuff. I don't care what they do. They could fly.
Aren't you a panel member on a Flatsoid show?
Yeah, I'm on a show.
Well, Flatsoid is the flat part of the flat versus spherical, isn't it? Isn't that the flat within his name?
I think he makes fun of the geoid with his name. That's the whole point to it, because he's dealt with a few surveyors that do geodetic surveying, and they calculate a sphere into existence itself.
I know. I've talked to him about surveying myself. He's a bit of a self-proclaimed expert on it, isn't he? At least within this false dichotomy arena.
Yeah, he's debated a few of the geodetic surveyors here and there.
He told me that the measurement on the vertical datum is an angle.
On the vertical datum is an angle from a horizontal, right? Something like that?
He just said it's an angle, yeah.
Well, you have to have an angle to find your height on the datum, right?
No, you don't. You just measure it, don't you?
Well, it depends on how far you're away from it, right? Or we just go up and grab a tape measure?
Well, you have a measuring rod, and that's how you measure the distances in surveying, like for vertical.
Yeah, but you use a theodolite, right?
No, you use an auto level for doing
auto level. Yeah, I remember those now.
That's what Flatsoid was saying. There was an angle, and I can remember telling Ruhif years ago that it's not an angle measuring device. An auto level doesn't measure angles.
Hey, Beth.
Strange that Flatsoid said the same thing.
Okay, I got a question for you. Within an auto level, do you have basically like a, I don't know, how would I put it? Does it have a dial on it to a point where you can actually set a degree on it to aim the auto level? Or does
you can turn it on the azimuthal plane. It has an angle like 90 degrees, 180, 270 for basic plot laying, but you use a theodolite for measuring angles. An auto level is just for establishing elevation changes.
We got a doctor up here who got one of the old theodolites, and he went up to Pikes Peak and he measured from his like driveway to the mountain itself, to the top of the peak, and then he did another measurement to a celestial behind the peak. And he
I think I saw that presentation.
It's pretty good. He came up with
but I mean, he bought a theodolite, right? He didn't get it calibrated to check it or anything, and he measured an angle to a light in the sky in the range where you don't actually use the lights in the sky. I think 15 degrees it is. You're not meant to use celestial objects or sight celestial objects within that range.
Well, Mikey
But,
here, he actually
that's
does,
not surveying, just because somebody buys a shitty tool off the internet and measures an angle, like that's nowhere near a scientific thing at all.
Well, none of this is scientific, dude. What are you talking about? You're measuring angles, the stuff. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, just an angle, and we've said that ages ago, didn't we?
Well, when it comes to celestials, I don't think
they went
we're told
mental when we said that.
Yeah, I don't think we're told the truth about how high or far they are from us. I think they're a lot closer.
You don't know anything though, because you've just got an angle.
Well, yeah, I know, but the whole point is like you used to say back in the day. Remember, what can you do with an angle, Bev?
You can do fuck all with an angle. Except apparently, Nathan Oakley says you can save lives at sea and measure the Earth flat. So Nathan Oakley tagged that on at the end, right? When we said you can do fuck all with an angle, Nathan Oakley went, "Hold my beer."
Well, yeah, well, he's using a horizontal reference plane he's
measuring an angle to a light in the sky that develops east-west circles, which means north-south, east and west can't be perpendicular, which is ridiculous.
I don't know if it's ridiculous, man. But the thing is, you won't be able to. You have to reference it from somewhere, and you can't use an exactle. Oh, sorry, exactle. You can't use an exact. What do you call it? A plumb to get the height of the star, can you? You can hang a plumb bob off of it. That would be really.
Because you can do fuck all with an angle.
Yeah, but you have to have angles to do any of this work with the auto lights or auto levels to start with, right?
You have to have more than just an angle in order to do trigonometry.
Well, you have to have basically a right angle triangle for basic stuff.
Yeah, but if you just measure an angle, you don't have that. That's why Nathan Oakley's banned us, because we kept pointing that out. 10th Man did a good job. He's a good salesman. And he sold this entire triangle with the help of QE and Adam and Nathan and Brian and people like you as well.
Oh, I bought everything just because of an angle? No, there's a lot more to this than just an angle, dude.
You bought the triangle, didn't you?
A triangle? Yeah, you can do triangles. You can
but not with just an angle. You can't.
Yeah, but they all have
angles. That's the reason you can do fuck all with an angle is because you don't have the triangle. Because you can do things with a triangle, but not with an angle.
Okay. Well,
and when you stand on the deck of a boat or wherever and get your little sextant out and measure an angle, all you have is an angle.
You really do. You have to start somewhere. You got to start with a angle to begin with, right? To get the rest of your angles. You really do. That's really, I mean, you can't just like, boom, I just looked at it, that kind of thing. You got to start at a point. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. Are we getting anywhere with angles at all?
Well, you've only got an angle.
You got
as I told Ruhif. It's really weird that flat earthers took it up as well. Wonder why that.
Ruhif.
I wonder who sold them that.
Belief. So are you over on Jaren's talking to Ruhif?
Pardon?
He's the one of the moderators over there now, right?
Over where?
Jaren's channel.
I don't know. Yeah, Ruhif has been given a modship over there on Jaren's.
That's what I thought. And Brenda too, right?
I don't know. I don't know whether Brenda's been given.
I think she is.
Spanner.
Yeah. I don't see why. I mean, the little debate program that Saab helped him set up got him all these friends, and now he's running his own little thing. They don't do debates, though. They do discussions, from what I gather.
Yeah. Do you think he now thinks that north, south, east, and west are perpendicular?
East and west are perpendicular to what?
North, south, east, and west are perpendicular. Do you
Are
think that Jaren now thinks that north, south, east, and west are perpendicular?
No, I think I've watched Jaron do some scribbling on azimuthal that looks like some big crap, dude. I don't think he knows where he's going, dude. He's a little bit confused right now until he pulls out the stellarium model with the globe, and then he'll start pointing out where the actual angles to the celestials actually will be in their model. That's how they built that model. They went out and they took angles to these things, and then they comported it to a sphere.
What do you reckon he'll say if we were to ask him about latitude and longitude being
he'll say the same thing he has been saying. Probably he's not going to change his mind now. He can't back out.
What would you say, Roger, about latitude and longitude? Are they perpendicular
to a horizontal plane?
No, latitude and longitude, each one of them, right? Do they have the relationship of perpendicular to one another, like horizontal and vertical? Are latitude and longitude perpendicular?
But they're laying flat, right?
Look, Roger, I'm asking you. In your mind, are latitude and longitude perpendicular?
I'm just trying to. You got to have. It's got to be perpendicular to each other. Like you're actually you have a circle, right? Correct. You have a circle for your meridians. They go in circles, right?
What goes in circles?
The latitude lines, right? Aren't they?
So the answer to that then for you is this similar to what when we talked to Jerry?
They can't be if they go out from a radius point. They're not.
Now that's the position that Jaren did take, right? When we talked to him, when he was a flat earther, if you will, similar to what you say. Now, the question I'm going to ask you now is, do you think Jaren still thinks that, or do you think that Jaren now thinks that latitude and longitude are perpendicular in the sense that horizontal and vertical are perpendicular?
There's no way that works on a globe, dude. If he thinks he's on a ball, no, that won't work.
So they latitude and longitude in your mind cannot be perpendicular anywhere.
That's hard to say, dude. It depends on. Are you saying that the latitudes out in the circumference are perpendicular to each other, and the opposite with the other? So
they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
So latitude and longitude are actually perpendicular to each other in reality. No, I'm saying they are. In reality, latitude and longitude are perpendicular in reality, right? Now, on your model, my
model,
you've got one of them as being a circle, so they can't be perpendicular. But you also imagine, that what you imagine happens on the globe? Dude.
Yeah, they're great circles on a globe.
Circles.
Yeah. That's perpendicular. You can't have perpendicular any of those on a globe at all.
But that's a straight line, isn't it? A great circle is a straight line.
And none of the lines are exactly straight on any of the models to start with.
Well, the diameter and the radius of a circle are straight. Right? In the geometric model that we're talking about, right? Where perpendicularity comes from. That
but nothing's that model. Perfect in reality. But
that's what you have in your mind, right?
No, not really. I don't have a globe.
You don't have that geometric model
in
your mind. When you think of perpendicularity, do you think of some other sort of understanding of what perpendicular is?
No, I don't have any other. But if you actually just go out on a horizontal and you have a vertical, it's going to be that's the only real perpendicular there are.
But so that understanding that you have of perpendicularity, right? You do have an understanding of perpendicularity then.
Yeah. I understand it, and it doesn't. It only works when you actually find locations and stuff like that. When you're doing celestial navigation or any kind of surveying at all, you have to have perpendiculars to work with, or you won't be working very long. You won't be
Well,
able to do
north,
much.
south, east, and west on the compass are the cardinal directions. They are perpendicular, right?
Well,
There's
they're
90
actually just points
degrees,
on the compass
180,
to me, dude.
270. Even when you're taking bearings on the
Well,
azimuthal plane.
I'll put this way: it's go east until you get to west.
What?
Yeah, just if you go far enough east, won't you be in the west?
I don't know. Can you go north to go south?
Depends.
What do
If
you
you're
mean it
going away
depends?
from a point that's known as north, that's what the azimuthal is. Or you can put azimuthals in any location and have a point to work with. You can have a physical point, like a city, or a point in the ground,
Mhm.
and you can actually go work from there.
Yeah.
You can
Right.
do
So the question is, let's say we go out to Jaron and have a word with him, and we say, like you did have this understanding of east west being circles,
Mhm.
which caused the confusion between the perpendicularity. Now, do you now believe
Well, Bev, I'm
that
going to give you a reality
latitude and
check right quick.
longitude are perpendicular?
Yeah, I'm not going
What do you
to.
think he'll say?
I'm not going to care. I don't know, but I can tell you this: Jaron's not going to talk to me, and I'm not going to talk to him, dude. The last time I talked to him, you know what he told me, dude?
He has speaker's corner. You can call up and
No, he
talk
won't. He
to him,
won't let
can't you?
me on. He knows who I am. He called me a garbage person, a piece of crap, and I would never make it to Antarctica to do any observations. And he told me good luck. And the one before that, the speaker's corner, I talked to him. He was a little more cordial, but he found out I was on Flatsoy's panel, and he's never met me in a person, but he automatically makes an assumption because people have this weird opinion about the people I associate with, like we're a big bunch of pieces of crap because we actually adhere to flat Earth. We're called flat earthers. We're not ashamed of it. So they literally treat us like garbage.
Yeah, but you also talk about other people as
It
well,
doesn't
don't
bother
you?
me.
Like you put your opinions out there.
Did I say that Craig McNair was a piece of garbage because he believes he's on a ball?
Did you say that to his face?
No, I didn't say that.
No,
I haven't
you
said
said it
that.
about him on a live show.
No, I haven't.
No.
That's as close as it got. I treat him by his behavior and the way he treats me. I went on his show once. He berated me the whole show, called me a redneck, hillbilly, uneducated, so and so, and so on and so forth. And that was McToon, sorry. Uh, Craig made a lot of promises and pretty much berated me like in a social way and told me that I didn't do the stuff I've actually done in my life and it was all a figment of my imagination. And I need to give up anything here and go away.
Well, at least he said it to your face, right? And he didn't like sort of go on a panel and sort of talk about you.
Yeah, we review videos.
When you weren't there.
I don't sit around and talk about Craig McNair all the time. And we review some of their videos, and they put them out there in the open, dude. If you don't want to be critiqued, don't do videos.
Yeah, but you're saying that now that you got upset because Jaron said that to your face, right?
Yeah, Austin Woods said it to my face.
Yeah.
I don't know them personally. I didn't say that to them.
But they might have heard you critiquing their stuff, their videos, right?
I've never critiqued the Jaron video up to that point at all.
Even on Flatsoid's show?
Nope, we don't. I've never done a Jaron video really to speak of. No,
well, he doesn't speak very highly of Jaron, does he?
Who?
Flatsoid.
Well, he knew he was going to. The last thing I heard him say that he was going to use this FTFE or the final experiment as his out from the arena here. He wants to get out, but he wants to be in good graces with everybody, and he goes along to get along.
False dichotomy worked brilliantly on Jaron, didn't it?
No, I think he was in on it before he went. To be honest, he actually kind of gave me a tell, like. There's a guy that's involved with 2 documentaries that are like a hit piece on flat Earth, and he looked up and goes, "You figure it out." Like Yeah, he knows what he's doing. But behind the curve or whatever it was, and then this thing, and now he's like getting press. He's become a celebrity. His channel is immensely grown. He's making tons of money. Tell me, what is the bad thing that's happened to Jaron since TFE? What he doesn't work a job, I'm sure of it. I actually work 80 hours every 2 weeks to put food on the table and pay rent. I have a family and grandkids and stuff. He has a family, I get it, but I have to work for it. Okay. I didn't use stunts to get to where I'm going. I'm not doing a stunt going to Antarctica. Everybody thinks I'm doing a stunt. I'm going to go do a live stream on the solstice and see if the sun stays up above the horizon for the full 24 hours. And
I've already done that, though. That's what Jaron did.
He didn't, dude. That's crap, dude. We've looked through all the footage. It's all suspect, and you know it. It's been all of it's been touched and manipulated. What's his name? The Irish man, the one that did the time lapse photography, the one that had all the problems with his equatorial mount, wouldn't sit still. All his files were fucked up. He had to alter them. McToon made a software program to make it work. So, there's just stuff like that, and like there's been video tampering with all their 360-degree cameras and everything, and we have people that are looking at it, been looking at it since it started, and that's just being critical. We want to be told the truth. We don't want to have the wool pulled over our eyes. So I'm going to do it myself.
What would you think if you went there and saw the same thing?
So you're going to tell me that, but so the whole point is I got to go there to do it.
Putting it out there is an if, Roger. What if that all of those people that went there to go and watch that thing actually saw it?
So it's like you're trying to talk me out of it.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to say, what if?
What if? Well, what if?
Yeah.
There
Do you think Flatsoid? Do you think Flatsoid will sort of accept you, or do you think he'll then say sorry to Jaron about all of the stuff he's done? Sorry, Dave McKeegan. Sorry, McToon.
Sorry for what, man?
They're looking at Roger photos, confirming exactly what they've done. You're just not trusting them because. Do you think he'll trust you?
Do I have a Hollywood producer making a documentary in my back pocket somewhere?
Does Jaron?
Actually, they had access to all that stuff. They had 2 producers that went on this trip, tons of software, tons of video equipment. I'm going down with 1 camera and 24 hours and hopefully some way to live stream it to the people back here.
What I find weird is that they've known about this for years.
Oh, have they now? Yes. Dude, I was getting
the people that go to both of the places where the sun stays in the sky for 24 hours. They've known about that.
Have you ever talked to anybody that's done that yourself? Do you know anybody that's been to Antarctica besides these group of people and seen a 24-hour sun yourself? Have you met
all the people that have been there, right? They know about it.
Dude, I've talked to people for a couple of years before this, like 6 years, and they told me they had videos. And I said, well, show me them, man. Well, they had 24
Nathan
hours.
Oakley said the other day that I don't know whether you were there or not, that he's known about the 2 points of rotation for years. It's common knowledge.
You're talking about the Zetetic model that I've seen drawn out?
I'm just talking about what Nathan Oakley said. I'm saying that whoever's been there has known about this for as long as it's been that they've known about it. What it required is somebody to go to both of them. And I mean, that's a privileged position, isn't it?
Is it?
For you to be in the position where you can travel enough to go and see these 2 phenomena, that's a privileged position for you to have been in.
Is it?
I think so, yeah. I don't think there's many people that have ever done like both of those. Yeah. And then it takes the mind to be able to comprehend a difference.
Oh, there's definitely a difference between. I've actually looked at footage from both places during the solstice. Before I made a video. And guess what happened to that video? As soon as I put it out,
I don't know.
it got pulled, dude.
Whoa.
There was nothing.
Did you have
like
some
the
sort
edit-
of copyright material in it or
No,
something?
not really.
Music?
It's just a couple of hours from the north and a couple hours from the south put together comparison. Why would that be a problem for anybody? Why would they pull that? They're not exact. They'd have to be exact on their
Multiple
globe, and
reasons
that's the
they
problem.
take videos down.
So what it's going to do is, if you compare both conditions, and this actually happened with James Ross Clark, he compared the two and the actual sailing radius that he actually took around the Antarctic shelf, and it's
Sailing radius.
yeah, he circumnavigated, dude, around this place. So did Cook, and they logged it and then they documented it, and it doesn't fit the glob as they put it. That was their actual term. Yeah, and Antarctica's size doesn't fit the model too, from what they've reported. And they were the people that were actually out there finding islands and stuff that nobody else were at.
Do you think it would mess your head up if you were to see the sun
Why would it mess that
go
up?
from right to left?
Why are we back on this? It's going to happen. Oh, do you mean like go in the opposite direction? It's going in the same direction. Well, that would really mess up the globe model. I can tell you that, because the globe only spins one way. It doesn't spin both directions in different hemispheres. The same with the star trails. You can't have the opposite spin because the rotation of the Earth goes in one direction only. It just depends on your orientation.
You reckon the east-west circles that Jaron had on his geometric model, right? Do you reckon that's what did it? When all he had to do was go and see this light in the sky staying in the circle, right? Circles in the sky, but one twist goes from right to left, not left to right. Do you reckon that would mess somebody's mind up?
So if you're in the north and you're looking at the same sun, it's going to go the same direction, right? So it depends on where you're looking at it from. That's all it is. You
think that's what did Jaron in? I do. I think that and the false dichotomy, right? Because there's only one solution when you get there.
What's the solution?
It's his globe.
No, that's not the only solution. Dude, we know what the sun should actually do on a globe. That's what you got to actually look into.
Well, you know it happens in reality, right? If you were to go there and see that thing going in a different direction. But I mean, if you were brought up there and they said the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, then that's what you'd recognize as east and west, isn't it?
Well, you got to understand it's not the same direction in both.
But only if you've been to both, right? If you've been in that privileged position to see both of them, then I would imagine it would mess your head up.
But it's still the same direction, Bev. It's just your position. We've been through this a long time ago.
That's where you end up on the globe.
Khan did a whole video on it in Stellarium, dude, if you want to know what it really does. And Airy's failure and Nicholson Morley disproved the motion of the Earth a long while ago. It's the stars that actually do it in the sky. They actually, and that gives you a better idea that there might be something to the times and the seasons and what God put the stars in the sky for. But I know you think that religious stuff is a little bit far-fetched to a point. But it's each your own. Dude, you can believe what you want to.
Where did you get that from?
Oh, I watched your video.
Which video?
Yours. You and Elbear were talking about how this was affecting people, and the religious sect and the flat earther dividing people up, and they're coming down with an iron fist. And
Roger, what I've said is, people have brought in a false dichotomy into a religious setting. Now, a religious setting is based on faith. Right? Faith requires no proof.
Okay.
Right? Because if you have proof, then you do not require faith.
in
Because
the
you've
first,
got proof.
yeah, you're taking it out of the arena where faith actually belongs.
No,
Now,
I'm putting out the point, right, that to add something so divisive as a false dichotomy into a faith-based system to split the faith even more.
there is no
This
false
is a
dichotomy.
disruption to Christianity.
So would that not be a real good reason to fake something like this, to cause this division if you were wanting to overthrow authority?
Pretty sure God doesn't
Well,
fear
no. See, God doesn't
anything.
care about that. See, men do stupid things, and if you want to rule men, you have to convince them that you know something, you have some kind of power. So you make a whole bunch of made up stories and science or so-called science, and you tell them this is the way it is, and in order for you to live, you actually have to know this stuff, and you have to adhere to it. It's what it is, dude. That's government. That's the way that works. And the same people that gave you that, like George Lemaitre, he came up with the whole Big Bang model that supports their science to go along with their Copernican model. It makes it work.
So you're
They go
making
hand in
this
hand.
a religious battle. That's the whole point
It's-
that I'm
I
trying
didn't
to
start
point
this,
out to
dude.
people.
They started it. The Catholic
It's
Church
a false
and a couple of
dichotomy, Roger, within a faith-based system.
what faith? The faith
You
I
should
have
be
is
able
that
to see this for what it is.
No, the thing is, I'm not stupid enough to say that I created myself or nature created itself to begin with. In the first instance, that's the first principle. You have to work with principles, right? You know what principles are. If can you prove that any of their theories about Big Bang or evolution actually do happen? Get back to me with it.
No, but there are things in reality that we can prove, aren't
Like,
there?
what do we need to prove though? We just observe them, and
Prove
we
that
can
level's horizontal, at least to yourself.
Okay. What does that got to do with any of what I just talked about?
Well, you would know yourself that you do actually have a proof of something.
I can prove
And
that
you would know that proofs are
rigid.
possible.
Yeah. I can prove that steel is rigid. I can prove that microwaves heat up stuff. I can prove that I can boil water with fire. I can prove all kinds of stuff to myself. I can have all kinds of proofs of things. That's day-to-day life, and I can improve on that with knowledge and using tools that I have to make my life better. And me going down here to prove something that I know that they didn't want me to go on. It's I don't want to be a thorn in their side. It's just like if I actually go down there and I don't get a 24-hour sun, I get a sunset. Who do you think's going to be really fucking mad, dude? You think
Do you
everybody else?
Do you think you could prove that you can't prove certain things?
Well, why? Because if I actually go down there and I see a sunset, which I actually think that there's probably a good chance that there will be, and the time and date said at that point in time, we were actually watching it live when they got down there, that there was only going to be like 18 hours of daylight that day. That's not 24 hours, and that's definitely not the sun. So in the sky.
But would it going from right to left be enough?
It didn't say that in date and time on the screen.
No, but for you to look at it, right? If you were to go there and see that it goes from right to left rather than from left to right,
I think I would just go crazy, Bev, just nuts. No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No. Why would I? Because I understand north and south. I understand east and west. I understand, and actually, there's a group that went down there and did an airline flight where they actually could view the sun in Antarctica. There's a video if you want to watch it. There wasn't quite 24 hours, but they did see a sun for a long period of time. They actually flew that plane for quite a while. It's hard to keep a plane flying for 24 hours, especially a big jet. You gotta have a lot of fuel.
And you'd be able to explain that, would you? on your model?
My model, dude.
Yeah.
Their circumference is way off to begin with. The like
Because you do have east-west circles, don't you?
Are you listen to me for just 2 seconds? If their circumference is off, the actual circuit of the sun probably goes further than what they say. And even Witch is on board with this. So yeah, that it doesn't matter. It won't change a thing. Dude.
What, it going from right to left rather than from left to right?
That's because you're just oriented differently to the actual sun on the plane. You're looking at it from a different direction. It's not going around the ball. If it went around the ball, it would bob up and down and kind of dip to the horizon all the time. But if you look in the north, it doesn't do that neither. It just goes around the central point, and its elevation gives it light to the south too. It's high up in the sky.
I think that's what made Jaren jump on the dogmatic globe, you know.
See, the sun's not any bad. The only reason they put it at those far distances is just to map out where they see it in certain parts of the world at certain times. That's the only thing they do it for. So, like, voila, we got a prediction. The sun's here now. That it's like a hat trick, dude.
Well, I sort of predicted this because we did have a chat with Jaren.
Did you?
And he did. He started, strangely enough, he started off with north, south, east, and west being perpendicular, but then his model gradually bent one of the perpendiculars into a circle. Yeah.
Nice.
So he made east-west circles in his mind, and then I think Will Duffy played the false dichotomy card, and he handed Jaren the idea of these sun circles, and he put him in the impossible position of trying to apply a sun circle going the other way to his original model that was sun circles based around a light in the sky.
Oh,
some people call the proof of flat earth that angular measurement that generates those circles.
Okay, I know who you're talking about, man. If you want to go talk to Nathan, man, just email him. If you have a beef with him,
so he can IP block me.
Yeah, but I mean, are you have ill intent or something, man? I don't. I go in people's servers without any ill intent. I'm there to listen.
You do know Nathan Oakley. Last time, he accused me of going to prison for a pretty serious offense.
What was that?
Well,
this is slander. If you wanted, if you actually have video and audio evidence of such thing, you could actually do something about it if you felt.
Well, we sort of did, but I mean, what they've done is they've just banned us, so we can't really talk about it. So we best not talk about it here, right? Because obviously
I didn't bring it up, dude. It wasn't me.
disgusting.
So what do you think about time zones? Let's dig in a little deeper. You want to? Do you think the time zones that they have marked at the Union Glacier are actually an accurate portrayal of what the sun actually does, or are they on a political basis
Greenwich,
based on the UN? Well, not just Greenwich,
based on timekeeping and the Greenwich meridian, isn't it?
Well, they want you to think that, but I mean, there's other reasons for it too, like the actual.
Well, it's just the midday sun, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah,
the hourly change of the midday sun is high spot in the sky.
Yeah, but not every place has the same high spot in the sky. It changes. That's why you
know, like when they went to Antarctica, that would be like midday all day, wouldn't it? Type stuff.
Yeah, but it didn't actually represent the midday.
No, because you have to have a time.
No.
Yeah, you need a timepiece and you need an original baseline to start off and call your zero.
Hold on, Beth. I'll be right back.
Which was the Greenwich Meridian in the UK. There was a battle between France and the UK, and obviously there was troubles going on in France at the time, so they decided to place it in the UK.
Well, anyways, Beth, sorry. I'll make a
That's
copy.
why all of our grid references, I think, it fits on that anyway, because that was already mapped. The UK.
Well,
at that
I
sort
think
of time.
if you look at the modern globe time zones, or even on the Mercator, they actually aren't straight at all. They don't give you a solid reference points. That's why
They are in the UK. The grid reference system in the UK is straight lines. Yeah.
Well, I'm like the actual the timelines, like they're all pretty. Well, you were actually UK's
No,
is
the
one
grid
time.
lines on the maps.
Yeah, but I'm talking about time right now. So I mean,
Yeah, but
the
in
UK
the UK
is,
we just have one time.
that's
right?
it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But other places in the world, it gets really weird.
Because it's got the Greenwich Meridian on it.
Yeah, but like, well, there are like places where like those straight lines that should be straight lines are like got crook points, and none of them are even with each other. They multiply the lines past the equator for some reason. Even on their freaking little mess of a model, doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. So it kind of throws off what you get to when you get to a 24-hour sun in the sky anywhere.
I don't tend to relate the lights in the sky to the maps myself.
Well, they use them to
I think
keep
that
time.
might be a
That's what I'm
false
trying to get to.
dichotomy arena trait.
Yeah, but they actually do use like what those date lines. There's like the one in the Bering Strait actually is crooked. It's way wide.
I have no need for the use of that.
Yeah, but they use it.
Personally,
That's why they can pull off this magic trick. You know, like a 24-hour.
what magic trick?
Yeah, there's
Talking about something somewhere else that I have no relation to.
Yeah, but that's how they fool
I
people.
just have no reason. That's not a magic trick.
With that, they actually get to control a lot of like trade, and there's politics involved in a lot of those date lines. For the most part, it's not. Even Brenda told me that he said that the reason that like there's different like 3 different time zones in Australia is because of politics, not the sun. It has nothing to do with that, stuff like that. So why would they do that for politics? What means and purpose do you have to make 3 different time zones when you should have like 2? Doesn't make any sense, does it? So that day's a lot shorter for that one time zone in the middle, as opposed to everybody else around it. So it's weird, ain't it? It sounds like they have an agenda.
They have like less time in a day.
Yeah, it's weird. How do you do that?
I haven't got a clue. That sounds like
I know, man. It's weird.
Fantastic. In the middle of somewhere, you say?
Well, I think it's a little off center, but there's an extra time zone, and supposedly in Australia, they did a whole Time Bandits episode. I think like 5 years ago, they were digging into the time zones and stuff. Like I could be like a young Adam Meakin. I could do my own little Time Bandits, and I could make my own azimuth. Have Brian draw it out for me in AutoCAD, and we could set up our own meridians and our own longitude, latitude, and just compare it to the sun. Stuff like that. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Hey, Scott, You're back.
Oh, I was going to say, so time meridians.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just like politics and like, oh, this is where like the ports are. It's way worse than that, dude. For people like, if you're on a globe, so in the south, there's like 30. What is it? 32.
Yeah, something like that.
Like something crazy like that. So I just wonder, like, somebody that lives on the globe, how do you explain that part? Like, why would there be so many more? Almost as if it was like, kind of like the Gleason's map. The Gleason's, the AE map that I don't believe in. But why would it be like that, though?
Because Roger says there's got places where there's less time in a day.
Almost. Yeah, they're shorter, a little shorter time zone. Well,
that's obviously that's
time
right,
zones.
isn't it? Yeah.
Well, that's daylight.
It's according to people's
I've never been
observation.
there myself.
How many hours in a day, Beth?
Suppose is that where you'd want to go to work?
How many
Or-
hours in a day? 24.
Yeah. So we have 12 hours of daylight, right? But the days are like they're shorter with daylight. Like it's not the same. They're not even across the board, are they?
No, they're not actually, because they actually do.
Weird,
They
huh?
whoever they are, obviously, who
Well, there,
knows?
there are
But like,
people who run industries and they don't worry about the small details. They hand it off to their minions. You know.
well, yeah, and also it's maritime law, dude. Maritime, like on the ocean and stuff like that. It doesn't matter. Like you have to sync it up and stuff like that. But like,
aren't they based on where the sun's the highest in the sky?
Yeah, but
yeah, exactly. The apparent sun or the real sun.
Well, the sun that's in the sky.
The apparent sun that you see through your atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
it's not at that location, is what you're saying, Scott. Right? Is that what you're looking at?
It's apparent. It's everyone sees a different sun.
So,
Always.
So if you were shining through
it's just a light in the sky. It's just a word that we use to describe the light in the sky.
So, Bev, do you think the sun is actually in a medium itself?
What?
It's a sun in a medium. Everything's in a medium.
Everything. Yeah, I was gonna say it's an ether, medium, and atmosphere. Yeah.
In
so
the
you
sky.
would have you would have an incident angle between each medium, wouldn't you? So you wouldn't be able to see it at its exact location, correct?
I don't know. It's just a light in the sky that when I see it in the
you
sky.
You sound like a flat tard. Hold on, stop talking, Beth.
A flurf.
Hey,
I like that. I like that, Nick. I like that.
Representative of the Glomies.
The Globies, the Normies.
The Glomies.
Hey, who voted you?
Wait, hold on. Glomies are like normie glomies? Gloomies?
Yeah. The people that just live on
normie
the globe without
glomies?
being aware of the nonsense that you guys talk about.
Nonsense.
Oh, you guys. Yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
You don't talk about any of this, Bev. You're not over here on a server talking to two guys about it right now yourself, are you?
No, well, that's what I mean. I'm a representative of the Glomies. We're just trying to work out how to communicate.
You're taking the same role that Adam did for Nathan, right? Like he took the Etherite emissary role.
Hold on. He just admitted that you're trying to represent the Globey normies?
Yeah.
Globey normies?
What do you call them? What's the exact word you use?
Live in the globe in their grammar model.
So people that believe there's like dirt balls in the sky floating around and you can land on them. Those people.
You can land. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh, they put another one on the moon, dude. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it looks so real. Why do they put on these shows, dude? If they're not trying to convince you that it is real, you know?
Well, actually, if you think about it, though. Okay, I was thinking about this, though, by the way. So we're in elliptical orbit. It means we slow down and speed up, right? Elliptical orbit, right? But you guys are talking about the stars, right? So the stars never change. They don't change. Everything's just working in synchronicity, right? Synchronicity, right? Hey, hello, Bev. Like synchronicity, perfectly timed down to the freaking. They can say, oh, look at it, time down to the second, right? Now, elliptical orbit means you slow up and speed down, and we're talking about a lot of elliptical orbits, right?
Yeah, even
so,
doesn't it?
Yeah, they all
Yes, you are.
They all have slowing down and speeding up. How do you explain that when you cannot? They have clocks. I'm looking at a clock right now. So every clock says boom right then. What does that mean? What does that mean to you, Sir Bev?
Sir Bev, he became a knight. Now, kneel down.
To be honest, I didn't understand.
Yeah. How do you explain slowing down and speeding up in reference? Like we're referencing, in relativity, whatever you want to call it. Like we're all related to each other, right? And how are we speeding up and slowing down every year? Every year, slowing down, speeding up. Yeah, how's that work?
that entropic law would actually put an end to that eventually, won't it?
A lot of things put it into that. I'm just curious. Like,
I don't know. This is the first I've heard about slowing down and speeding up.
what do you mean? It's an elliptical orbit. Okay, I'm sorry.
Whatever it is that you're talking about.
Oh, I forgot. You don't believe that we're spinning around the sun?
Are we?
No.
No.
I forgot. He might. Oh, you're part of the new thing where the geocentric, right? Is it geocentric? Okay, sorry.
Didn't Huey
My
Lewis
bad.
News write a song about that? I want a new drug.
Oh, my bass player always wants to play that one. He's like, yeah, let's play that one. I want a new drug. Yeah, dude, freaking, what's his name? That was a good song.
I got to get back in time. A great song, too. Where's Michael J. Fox when you need him? Marty, your kids are going to be a problem.
Do you never
hold on. There's crickets. There's crickets.
So
I didn't.
People know. I'm sorry, go on.
It was crickets. No, I'm sorry. It was crickets. I didn't know if you understood how. But you don't think we're? Do you think we're moving in an orbital pattern, orbital path around the sun? Bev.
To be honest, I don't know what your model is, so I can't.
What do you mean? What is your model?
I'm working on one right now. Actually, she's in the bedroom.
I just
sorry.
All right.
I just work with what I've got in reality and the things I can prove within reality.
Oh, I'm in reality right now. I hope. Jeez.
No, I thought that you were a Glober kind of guy that believes that we're going around the sun or not. Like, do you think we're going around the sun?
Or is the sun going above us? That's a good question.
No, I don't care about that part. But
I just don't think about it, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
So you get on with your day without thinking about it. So that's good. Yeah.
That was my bad. I was thinking about that part. Like, people they don't understand how like every freaking elliptical orbit would slow down and speed up. And so all of them would be observational, by the way. The stars and the sun and everything would look freaking way different. Anyway.
And they don't look different, do they?
No, they don't look different because it looks like God, honestly. It looks like God made this place. God made this place so cool. It's not
really a valid argument form, though, is it?
No, I think God made this place so cool where he made it like a level realm.
Then it would look different. It doesn't look different, therefore it's not. It's sort of like a modus tollens form of argument. I wonder whether I've actually got that.
Check this out, guys. Mikey gave me something before he left. It's pretty cool.
Mikey's been crushing, dude. He's crushing, watching all this. Like, dude. Yeah. Well, by the way, Roger. Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to show you what Mikey gave me. He gave me a whole bunch of these. If you guys want one, he gave me these.
Can't see it. It's a bit blurry, that.
Yeah, that's
Sirius.
Sirius. Yeah, Sirius.
It's meant to be blurry.
Sirius looks cool, dude.
He gave me a whole bunch of them, dude. Like tons of them.
So the reason what's cool is like he's not using a mirrored. It's binoculars. That's why it was one of the coolest shows I ever did with you. I was like, dude, I've never seen a lot of those things because there's no mirrors. There's only optical glass on those binoculars, dude.
Yeah, not capturing light in a mirror and reflecting.
Yeah, dude, that's really important.
Not an effect of the optical glass, though.
Yeah, there's always going to be effect to that if you're trying to magnify it. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, everything you see, that's why you think you live on a globe, because like optics always have a curvature. But
most people get globe from their grammar model that was given to them when they were children.
Did you know that? Jaron wrote a song. Did you know that?
I've wrote some songs as well, you know.
Yeah, you had Buster play them, didn't you?
Well, hopefully.
Yeah,
No, but Buster does his own songs.
I
as well.
wrote some songs too. Hold on, Roger. Play my song. I wrote a song. It's pretty.
I want to play Jaren's song right quick.
Okay, play Jaren's song. But then, dude, honestly, Roger, seriously, play my song too, and let's see what Homeboy says.
Yeah. Oh, you're Tilt.
Yeah, my song. Yeah. Yeah, play my song after your song, or Jaren's song.
Here's Jaren's song. Actually, Conspiracy Guru did the song for him. So.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Did you see that today, dude? Oh, you don't even know. I was going to talk to you about this. Dude, they had the whole crew, everyone. The whole crew. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, dude.
Ken
Come
Hovind?
on.
Did you say Ken Hovind?
No. Rick Hummer, though. Rick Hummer was there.
Okay.
Everyone was there, dude.
All right.
I was going to do...
Here comes Jaren for you. You ready?
Here comes Jaren.
This song is all about NASA and mirrors and how they capture light.
Yeah. Now he believes in NASA and mirrors. Freaking Jaren, dude. Jaren's the biggest scumbag ever.
Yeah, man. Just thinking about it.
Sorry, he's not the biggest scumbag ever. I was just joking.
Well, he calls people dirtballs daily, I gather. He's got him a dirtball award for that.
I'm just saying he's not the biggest scumbag ever.
This is a great little video, and I think they had to pay Willy Wonka to do it. He's got copyright.
All right. What's it going to be? A galactic farce for Christopher? An exoplanet for Otis? And not a nebula for June Marie? And listen, NASA's got a new one today.
What is it?
This is called the Scamdiddlyumptious bar.
The Scamdiddlyumptious bar? How does it do it?
My dear boy, do you ask how they fly in a vacuum?
No.
Or why they Photoshop Earth?
No.
No, sirree, you don't.
Nope.
They do it because they have to and know what's best for you. NASA was born to be a scam man, and you look like you were born to be a scammed man. You can take the sunrise, say it's you who truly moved. Cover up their screw-ups with a murder, maybe 2.
Or 3 or 4.
I don't trust him.
The NASA man. The NASA man can.
This is funny, Roger.
The NASA man can.
Good job. Always do a good job, Roger.
But for our own
I got music on the mind, dude.
Who can take the
I'm on
night
my
sky,
music and money on my mind.
drape it in a line,
I'm sipping on gin and juice.
polish up some mirrors and
Laid
say
back.
that they see back in time.
The NASA
I
man?
actually used to do that back
The
then.
NASA man. The NASA man can.
Oh, yeah, I remember
The
this.
NASA man can, cause he lies, he cheats, he scams, but for our own good.
Sing along.
The NASA man creates pictures that are fake.
Ooh,
Ones
that
of
looks so
Saturn
real.
seem suspicious.
Yeah, now he says
Puts
it's
the
real,
stars as far
bro.
as he wishes.
Dude, now
Makes new words for
Jaren's the
unreal
NASA man.
distance.
Jaren's the NASA man now. I'm gonna always call him the NASA man.
I mean, everybody else believes in it. Why not you?
I've been being easy on Jaren lately. Now I'm like, dude, Jaren's a scumbag piece of garbage.
Shot with the jet stream, the NASA
How did you figure all that stuff out?
He's exactly. I figured it out watching him for 10 years. 10 years, bro.
You know what
10
it
years.
is? It put it all in the scale. You know, that makes it all much better.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, no, it doesn't suck. Actually, it proves I was right. It proves I felt a bad vibe, dude. Bad vibes.
The NASA man?
The NASA man.
The NASA man.
Man, that beats like fun,
The
though, isn't it?
NASA man can.
I want to go.
The NASA man can, cause he lies, he cheats, he scams, but for our own good. Who can talk to Nixon?
Hello, Neil.
Nixon.
Miles in the sky.
I'm talking to you,
ISS
my
is the worst.
telephone.
2-second delay, but from the ISS it's 5.
The NASA man?
The NASA man.
What is the ISS position right now?
The NASA man can, cause he
In your
lies, he
fake
cheats,
reality.
he scams, but for our own good.
It's
11
no,
seconds.
maybe. No.
The NASA man creates geocentric coordinates, stationary taste delicious. The spinning
Geostationary
ball is pure
satellites.
fictitious. Astronauts are having green screen glitches.
Why is so much money in this industry, though? That's what I want to know. Maybe they're hiding something.
Who can take a rainbow, make it perverted, not divine? Who can be inclusive and hide that you guys
Okay,
have
who
a lot
cares?
of-
Space, stays in space, dude.
Who cares about the faggots?
Vanessa Man can.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean the bundle of six.
Vanessa Man can, cause he
The whole
lies, he
surfer?
cheats, he scams, but for our own good.
Frickin' Jaren. Bye-bye, Jaren.
Believe we are spinning, cause the NASA Man says we.
What was the most popular surfer song? Remember? I know you like the Butthole Surfers. Admit it.
Dude, wait. Roger.
Yeah.
Roger.
Yes, sir.
Seriously? My band?
Right here.
My new band. Loop-a-dee-doo. Shut up, Jaren. Shut up, Jaren.
I may get a copyright strike for this, dude. Probably get a copyright on it.
Yeah, Buster wouldn't do that. If I handed that to Buster, he'd go like, nah, I'm not doing that.
So Roger, we were talking about band names. Turn. I can't do it. I can't.
Hold on,
Shut up. Okay. So my band, we're talking about band names, right? And
Okay.
my guitarist is like, the Butthole Surfers never said that's a cool name.
Yeah,
The Butthole Surfers, like,
that's a good one.
no, it's not a good one. It's not a good one. It's a bad one. It's a
It's
a bad one.
a load of Globe gangsters.
Who?
The Butthole Surfers sounds like a Globe gangster band.
Sure, yeah.
Well, they
No,
had
it's
popular
a
song here in the
it's a
States.
band, yeah. But anyway,
Well,
so my
Pepper-
the
Pepper
new
made that
name,
song. Yeah.
Roger said Radius, Ruined Radius. I was like, yeah, Ruined Radius would be a cool name.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't say that. It's going to be something different.
Okay.
It's Hoplite Hooligans, which is actually Hoplite Hooligans means you're the Spartan. Like, I'm from Sparta,
Okay.
and remember, we are Sparta, right?
300.
And it's hooligans, and then of course there's a freaking soccer or football, like you guys call it over there, football, Hoplite Hooligans, and they were like the warriors, like they were like cheap, like they were they're regular people, like farmers, and they were just like the people trying to fight in the war,
Yeah. So, Bev, are you a football fan?
Nah,
You don't watch Arsenal or?
we call it soccer.
my dad does.
My mom's actually an Arsenal fan, believe it or not, here in the States.
He
It's weird.
supports Man United, and
Oh,
obviously
she's a
we
United fan. Oh no.
live near Liverpool, and obviously there's a rivalry between Liverpool and Everton. So
See, like I don't think about
You
that.
know
I just
that,
live.
you know.
I live in a town called Sparta, so I'm like, oh, what's a cool name of like the generals? Or I thought like warriors or whatever.
Yeah, where do you think they got that name
Hoplites.
from, Scott? They got that name from Greece.
Yeah, Greece, the old Grecian.
The Grecian. Yeah, the Spartans weren't exactly part of Greece, though, were they? They were like a subsidiary that nobody wanted to go visit.
No, well, yeah. I mean, it's all fantasy land,
Yeah.
It's all fun for his story,
Until Artaxerxes shows up and he's
yeah.
godlike, I
You know,
actually
it's
had
funny.
I had a dog with that name. I had a cocker spaniel. My dad
Xerxes
named him Xerxes, dude. Artaxerxes.
with the X.
Artaxerxes, yes. He was papered too. He was a papered cocker spaniel, and he got groomed with the swoop. The cocker spaniel groom.
Bro, I used to have a cocker spaniel. I called him freaking Brandy because he looked like brandy colored.
Yeah, red.
Yeah, well, a little bit of orangey red. Yeah, and that freaking Cocker Spaniel used to chase after my mom and my friends and stuff. Like
They're
it was
mean
like a
little bastards, dude.
yeah.
They are. Dude, my favorite was I had a golden retriever. His name was Chance, and he was 152 pounds of dog, and he
Wait,
would not
what?
let me.
152?
Yep, that's good. That's big for a golden
A
retriever.
Cocker's
No,
golden retriever. Sorry, I was gonna say there's no Cocker Spaniel that. Okay, go ahead.
but he would sit on my
Golden.
feet. And when I take him out for a walk, we stop. He would literally sit on my feet so I couldn't start again. He wanted to stop. Like he's sitting down on me. Boom. But that motherfucker could jump over a counter at a store, dude.
Dude.
That big. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I saw a freaking a German Shepherd on the back porch. Like I was delivering actually Walmart delivery. You know, I was doing that, and then freaking all of a sudden I see a German Shepherd, like a female, big, like probably 100 pounds, and she couldn't jump over the freaking porch. I'm like, dude, my freaking boxer will jump over that porch all day, every day.
Uh-huh.
But for some reason, that freaking German Shepherd would not jump over the porch. She was just scaring me a little bit. Like, whoa, okay.
I never seen. Well, yeah, my
It's
uncle
crazy.
had an albino shepherd. We called it Sugar.
Yep.
And that
Dude.
thing was always submissive, dude. Tail down, comes when you call it. Snap, snap,
Yeah,
snap.
all white. Yeah, all white.
It was a strange dog. It didn't live that
Same
long.
thing. It was exactly the same thing. And what's weird is my grandmother used to have an albino shepherd, and she was awesome. What the heck was her name? I forget her name.
I had a friend who did half wolves, and he had one named Natasha. But I think she was like full wolf, and it would kill every cat in the neighborhood.
Well,
dude.
you know they're all half wolves, right? Like they're all part wolves. The German
like
Shepherd.
It pretty much was a wolf, dude. I'm just telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Mean dog, dude. Yeah, nobody messed with my uncle when he had Natasha. And not my uncle, but Jeff, is a friend of mine. He was actually a boss. I was an electrician for like 4 years. I worked for him. I actually got to go to Ric Flair's house and do some lighting and fan work.
Ric Flair? Woo!
He wasn't there though, but I worked inside of his house. Like,
wait, you were in Florida?
No, this is in North Carolina at a place called Tiga K. It's off.
I didn't know that Ric Flair was in North Carolina.
He's got a house up there, dude. It's off a lake.
Yeah, because dude, like Ric Flair used to be in like right down the road from me and stuff. My friend was like, "Yeah, she's like, I met Ric Flair, and Ric Flair was cool to him."
Woo.
Yeah, the Nature Boy. Woo.
Dude, he always had 2 chicks on each arm, dude.
Yeah, that was his thing.
He wears Rolex watches. He always had the high-end tailored suits. Man, he had the nines. That's just the way that worked.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, we talked about this. Like I used to live in Tampa, like where they all lived. You know, all those guys, and you know Hulk Hogan and everything. But my favorite story is how did I tell about this? Like the bushwhackers, remember from Australia?
I remember the bushwhackers. They're fun, dude. They were funny.
Yeah, and my mom took care of one of them, and the other guy, you know, there was 2 of them.
God, that didn't sound right. You know that, right?
No, in the hospital. Like he was in the hospital. Like she worked the ICU. You know.
Now it makes sense. Okay.
Oh, took care. No, what?
I'm joking.
Took care of him as a nurse. You know.
Yeah.
But like they were like the nicest guys. They acted all retarded and crazy, but they weren't because it was a TV show. You know, it was a show.
And they have roles like heels and heroes and
exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like where it's like, oh, you think they're just like crazy? No, like all you know, goofy and stuff. Like they're actually like really cool, good people. my mom thought that they were like her favorite. Like it was funny, dude. I was like,
you know, Charlotte's a big hub. The Charlotte Coliseum. When I was growing up, they would always have the WWE there. I mean,
well, eventually WWF. Yeah, back in the day. Yeah.
Hey guys, Hey guys, I've got to go, right?
Okay. All right.
But I'm working on a project at the minute, really, and this is what I want to get at.
All right, awesome, dude.
Try and have a
Prove
word with.
that we live on a globe. That would be so cool to see. I'm
Okay,
sure
so
it
I'm
won't
working
happen.
on a project, right?
We'll
Now,
roll out the red carpet for you.
do you believe that level being horizontal is flat Earth because somebody's given you that?
No,
Or
Okay,
have you
sure.
come to that conclusion on your own?
All right, you said you were leaving. Bye bye. Level means
Well, I
level.
was
It
just
doesn't
gonna
matter.
ask you that before I have to
One
go.
day, I will explain it to you.
I
I'll
don't
show you.
believe anything in that regards. When it comes to the natural world that I live in, I don't believe anything. I'll look at it for myself.
Dude, I'm probably gonna do
Look,
something.
I'm asking the dogmatic globers as well, right? Because it's a false dichotomy.
Dogmatic.
Right?
See,
I believe they've given level being horizontal to flat Earth as well.
All right, cool, bro. Later. See you.
Yeah.
Later,
See you later, Scott.
Yeah, man.
You should
later.
be in on this as well because it's level, right? It's you've got it
Dude,
in your
I
name.
mean, it's in my name, so
Yeah.
I know what level means. I know how a level, a spirit. It's called a spirit level. Anyway, bye.
Well,
even
even
the
their definition of the new
No,
level.
honestly, I would love to talk to you again after you research it. That'd be cool.
If I researched it, okay.
Oh, whatever. I mean, but cool.
Will you?
You said you're
have
leaving.
something
You said
to,
you're
I know,
leaving.
but I mean, if I go off and research it and come back like tomorrow, will you
No,
have something for me to talk to about it?
Have you ever heard of what's it called? The line. What's it called, Roger? The line.
Force the line with Brian.
Force the line. Yeah, you ever heard of that? I mean, it's
Pretty sure
old news.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Force the line. It just means that you force a level, and it goes all the way across. Like I was trying to say earlier tonight. I'm not. I don't want to argue about stuff like this.
Proof of a straight line.
There's no argument.
I just don't. It's just like if you look it up and figure it out, it's fine.
Do a proof of a straight line. Yeah.
By the way,
yeah. It would go into this. It would go into the atmosphere. It would go into the so-called space.
What, a straight line would.
Yeah. Yes. A straight line. Yes. Exactly. Yes.
Like if you go upwards, would do that. Like in straight.
I just don't know what people know. Like I don't know if you ever heard of this before. You never even heard of this.
You don't know what people know.
Of course I don't. I don't know what you know. What you've heard of like for 10 years. It's been 10 years for me. I just wanted to talk to Roger about music and have fun and stuff like that. Anyway.
Right.
You gotta lighten up every once in a while, right?
Okay. All right.
No,
have fun,
do.
guys. I'll catch you some other time.
All right. Okay. Peace, brother. Anyway, I mean,
everybody wants to tweet, dude.
I just can't sometimes. I'm like, I talk to people.
The thing is,
and they go
like, I
perpendicular. Roger, I had to look it up. I'm like, am I right about this? Perpendicular means literally 90 degrees to the square, like 90. So how are we arguing that? Like,
you can't base a philosophy on this. That's what the problem.
I just don't understand. I just don't know. Like,
yeah, this philosophy is something that you come to terms with on your own.
I guess I think that it's curving around, and I just don't like.
Well,
what's his name?
The thing is that he's mad. I think he's mad about flat Earth. The whole notion, because he got involved in the arena as a flat earther, and they went after him. And I can't control people like McToon and Craig and the rest of them.
Yeah, they're all like, they get very mad about it. And I hate that, though. I hate getting mad. I'm not mad at dude, I learned like 5 years ago at least not to be mad about it.
I want to show you the Wikipedia list that I'm on.
God, like, dude, Roger, seriously? Like, I don't even like arguing about it because I'm like, dude, does it really matter?
Well, that's why everybody comes here to start with. I'm going to take a break for a second.
Okay.
I got to go use the restroom. It's one of those things. Happens when you drink coffee. I just drank a cup, so about 10 minutes ago.
Let's play my song. You know what's funny, Roger?
Yeah.
I think I told you, but like, dude, we're playing we're playing the original, like Melt with You, and then my guitarist is like, "You're gonna forget how to play that." I'm like, "I know," and I keep thinking like, Earth, Earth doesn't twirl, and that's the truth. And I have to remember like the original lyrics.
Yeah, is it?
I told you, right? Did I
Is it
tell you
under
about this?
Level Realm or it's what's that song? What's I
Yeah,
don't have
it's on my original. Yeah, it's on
Sky Level
my
Realm? Yeah.
channel.
Yeah,
It's like you have to.
I had to delete all my history because I got
Oh,
a virus.
how do I do this? Can I?
Hopped
Let me
in.
see. Let me
You
see. Can I do this?
Yeah, you have it. Do you have it
Let me see.
ready
I
and
can do this.
available? Okay. Put it in chat if you can find it. Grab it right quick, and I'll be right back. I'll play your. It doesn't twirl, dude. It doesn't twirl. I think we proved the model to be false. That's all that matters. Going to Antarctica. I want to see the midnight sun. Boom, 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 boom. Did you find a link for it, or should I look? Let's see. I'll look. YouTube.
Oh wait, here we are.
You
And
got it?
then I go like this, and I go like this. I hit paste,
Ooh.
and then I go like that, and then boom, paste, boom, paste,
Song.
paste.
Music.
Anyway, that guy. I mean, dude. The thing is, though, like people are just trying to be the other side, like diametrically opposed.
Yeah.
Which
He
is
thinks
what
everything's a false dichotomy. Everything's a
Yeah,
dichotomy.
it's so crazy to me, though, bro. Like, I mean,
How do you have a false narrative like that? How do you get a
no,
dichotomy?
there's a third dichotomy. It's called a tridichotomy. Trichotomy.
Yeah, well,
Bro, like, that made me laugh because he's like, no, there's a true dichotomy. I'm like, there's no such thing as a true dichotomy, but I'm not trying to, I know you're the same way. We're not trying to talk bad about people. It's just people are trying to learn things. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I do have a bad vibe, though. I do have a bad vibe.
Bad vibes?
Not too much of a bad vibe, but like he
I
seemed
got
almost.
later. I'm trying to go, dude, and he wants to know if I'm going to Antarctica right quick. Yeah, I have a GoFundMe, and I have people that have
How
actually.
much do you have now? How much you got?
I have almost a 150 near.
150. 150 will get you nowhere.
I know that, but I got people that are going to help sponsor me to get to the goal once I get going. The closer we get there, it's even if I don't get to go this
closer
year,
you get.
Yeah, I got people that are pushing to go if we can't get enough this year, next year. So it's not going to change over those years. If it happens, it happens. You follow. It doesn't matter if it's 5 years from now. And there's people who go down there supposedly.
It really doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't matter how many years it takes.
And I'll pass the torch down to somebody else if I don't get to go. I'll have the GoFundMe still saved up just in case. See, these people want to know for sure, and we're not getting a straight answer out of these guys, especially TFB. That was not that was a shit show, and it seems like that. Have you watched Rusted Soul? Her last video she did on it, how she analyzed all the pictures and stuff, and shows you how to do it, and she's pulling up the actual analyzation of the pictures and shows where it falsifies, where it's actually not falsifies, but it shows that's been manipulated up to a certain percent in each one of the videos, including the 360 camera videos. But they're claiming all kinds of other things now, like 360 cameras always show manipulation. Then she took a 360 camera shot from somebody else, and it's not manipulated. So she's just proving them that they're wrong about it. Like, so they're making apologetics for getting caught faking something, dude. That's what I'm looking at. If they just come clean and just say, "Hey, we didn't go. We did go, but we didn't get a. We had to manipulate a lot of photographs to make it look like that." The sun was up longer than normal because it's summertime, but it did set. And I actually have a audio recording of the guy Jonathan actually saying that he took off in went down to where the small pipers were flying out of, and he said, "I went down over there where the sun set." He actually said that in the video, or it's in the Ether Cosmology. He was in their server and he said that.
Ether, yeah.
Yeah, and he said, the guy, that Jonathan, the producer for the TFB, actually said the sun set in the video. I brought it up.
I didn't see that.
I had to dig through, but I'll have to go my post. I have it posted.
That guy honestly seems pretty. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot. He seems like a Hollywood guy.
He is a Hollywood guy, dude.
So, yeah, I know he's a Hollywood guy, but I'm saying, though, I'm trying to talk about, like, people that seem genuine, like real, you know?
Yeah. Well,
like, you know, you have to judge people according to, I know that you're super, you know, you're super trustworthy. Like, you're you're trustworthy, but you're also trusting, right? Like you are, like you're one of the people that if I knew you like in person, I'd be like, dude, stop trusting everyone. But you see the good in everyone. Like you see which is
people, dude, aren't they?
Yes, of course, we're all flawed individuals, but
sometimes our flaws can work to our advantage, can't they?
Okay, sure, but like what I'm saying though is honesty. Like Scott the Truth. They just call me Scott the Truth and whatever. I don't care about that, but like I do care about. Scott the Truth. That's what they used to call me because I was always honest. Like I was always like I would say things and they'd say, "Why did you say that?" I'm like, "Because I'm being honest." It's like, "Well, that made you like look bad." I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm not looking bad by being honest."
Okay, so let's play your song, "Honest Man." You ready?
Sure. Honest Man.
Yeah, why not? I like Honest Man.
But go. No, really quick though, like about that guy, whoever that was, you know, Bev or whatever. Yeah. I do like to see someone try to, you know, like understand reality. You know, we're all trying to understand reality.
Well, it's the phenomenon that happen in reality that you need to understand. That's all.
I just don't like when you say parallel and perpendicular or you know, like there's no mathematics. Like you start.
You see those bridges over here, right? Do you see these bridges right here? Those are parallel, aren't they?
Dude, I know all about this stuff, dude. This is 10 years now.
I'm just
10 years. You know, I'm getting old. You know, but
the whole thing is that like it's obvious. So just accept it. Roll with the punches.
No, they won't though.
They're fighting.
It's like the people, you know what I'm saying? Like the people that like they're still saying that vaccines are okay. I'm like, are they still saying vaccines are okay? Like they are. So that's why I called in the freaking. Remember, I called in the freaking. What's his name? Vlad's show. Did you see that? I'm like, dude, no one's going to jail. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know why I even called it.
Anything worth going to jail for, did you?
No, it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm in an echo chamber of nonsense. Anyway, go ahead. Play it.
You gonna play it?
Play the music.
Kick it, music man.
They feed us lies from our birth to our death. No one has ever proven Earth's rotation yet. Hiding the truth, and they lie right to your face.
No, why would they do that?
Why would he do that?
I could play this
We've
song
seen the
for me.
BS lives on the TV all the time. Do a bit of research and you'll prove
Just a bit of research.
Earth doesn't twirl and that's the truth. See through the lies before
They're being such a star.
the programming your mind to indoctrinate. They show us cartoons and they say it's outer space. They do admit that the globe is
They do admit. They do admit. They do though.
How would they admit it?
You've seen the BS lies on the TV all the time. Do a bit of research and you'll prove Earth doesn't twirl and that's the truth. The truth does see through lies. Earth doesn't swirl and that's the truth.
Thanks for that. I'll play that
You've
video.
seen the BS lies on the TV
It ain't
all
twirling.
the time. Do a bit of research and you'll prove
Now, that's
It ain't curving
Earth
either.
doesn't swirl and
Or it
that's
doesn't
the
curve.
truth.
What is this whole curve thing? It blew my mind. Like, what do you mean there's no Sajita?
The truth is
There's no hump.
uncage your, what is it? What's the thing?
doesn't
Dude, I can't understand that though, dude. Like,
I got you. I know.
it's always perfectly flat.
Earth doesn't swirl and that's the truth. Earth doesn't swirl. We've seen the BS lies on the TV all the time. Do a bit of research and you'll prove.
At least Restream freaking plays it decent, dude. Restream is the best for music.
Earth doesn't swirl. Earth doesn't swirl and that's the
It's still bad though, by the way. It's still like kinda crappy, but it's not like StreamYard. And look, the yin yang. I'm like, I'm not sure. You know, I mean, it's cool.
Are you yin and yang? Are you yin
That's
yang?
freaking Mr. Super made that. You know, it's
No, he
fine.
did a job, man. He did a decent job.
He did. Look, in the 9-layer density tower, density's retards, and look, the freaking. I mean, dude.
Well, there's kind of a thing with buoyancy that they like to tie gravity to it, but you know.
Well, no. The fact is that what he says here is actually kind of true. You know, because the medium around it, it's all about the medium, and of course there's
equilibrium is the best way to describe it.
Yeah,
as a descriptive word would go. And we're losing folk, but let's see. Blood's Thicker then gave me a video. He told me about this Buddhist temple. I didn't see it till just now. It was in chat, but I'm gonna play it. It's during the equinox. This temple lights up. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it goes straight. That's what I was trying to say earlier. It goes 270 to 9. You know, go ahead. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
what I'm trying to
Get a look
say about the sun and everything. Like a lot of things over the equinox.
Yeah. The equinox and the solstices are relative points from Polaris themselves, aren't they? If you go straight out from it, you'll find that the Big Dipper is aligned with each equinox, correct? Kind of like
The only
yeah.
the only time that there's perpendicular or parallel or perpendicular is during the equinox.
Yeah. So let's play this son of a bitch. Hope I don't get a strike. Don't give me a strike. Don't give me a strike.
Fair use. Fair use. This is for scientific purposes only. Scientific analyzation.
The Sri Padmanabhaswamy Temple of
Play it in
Thiruvananthapuram in South India
1.25.
is a fine
Really?
example
Okay,
of
hold on.
Yeah,
exquisite
just to,
architecture that
'cause you
blends
have to.
Dravidian
By the
and
way,
She's talking
traditional
slow anyway.
Kerala styles.
Banner's live right
This is
now.
good though. Banner.
Banner's live. Banner man.
Among its many dazzling features
crap.
is the
There
Gopuram,
it is.
the tower
1.25.
at the temple's main entrance.
But watch though. See, it
The
always
tower
comes
rises
over.
100 feet above the ground, with a foundation that goes nearly 40 feet deep.
It doesn't mean the Earth is freaking a globe. It just means that the sun does something crazy.
Ornate sculptures adorn the walls of the Gopuram.
Dude, by the way, yeah, it's crazy, but like they do that in Florida.
The Gopuram
Have
was
you
a
ever
later
seen
addition to the
the
main
Vedic
temple,
sundial?
which itself is 1,000 years old.
They're crazy. They have 4 different reference points, and they can tell you by the sun and moon, like to the precise point in time where they're at.
The construction of the Gopuram was started in the mid-16th century during the reign of the Travancore king
Yeah, and
Aditya
bro,
Varma,
they don't
and
use
was
a
largely
baseline.
completed in
They
the
don't use a
18th
curved
century
baseline
during
ever.
the rule of King Anuyam Thirunal
That's the whole
Martandavarman.
thing I was trying to say.
There
There's
are
no
7
curved
floors to this
baseline for
tower
that.
structure,
Look
with a
right
pair
there.
of
There's no
window-like
curved
openings at
baseline.
the center of each floor on its
I wonder
opposite
how many
sides.
actual sundials and moondials are in that temple. That's huge.
On the exact 2 days of the equinox,
Yeah,
one gets to see the setting sun aligned and passing
Yep,
exactly
see?
through each of the windows
How
in
it goes
roughly
90
5-minute
degrees
intervals.
parallel or perpendicular, bro. That doesn't work. That doesn't work on a globe or the Gleasons, Roger.
He's been debunked a while back.
It doesn't work on either. Doesn't work on either.
I have a good idea for a model. I'm not gonna like make it sit on display and sell it. That's for followers.
Dude, this is exactly what I was talking about. This is
On
exact.
other
Good
days,
job.
the setting
Good job.
sun is blocked out from our view by the tower.
I think we're good though. I think we get it.
Equinoxes are the 2 days
Good
of
job,
the
though.
year
Yeah,
when
yeah.
the day
This
and
is
night.
exactly what I was talking about. Good job.
Thank you, Bled Sticker. That was nice. Let's close down shop here and go over and watch Mr. Banner. Say hi to everybody. What do you think?
Hulk.
Man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's happy with all the strife going on.
I'm sure he'll play some good song music. He always plays good music. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's what I love about freaking Hulk. He always plays good music.
He'll put your songs on too, man, if you ask him nice enough.
I did twice or 3 times even. No, twice. And he did. And that's what's cool about him. He played it. He's like, "Oh, Scott, you you played your own song." So I'm like, "Yes, I did. I sang it, and it was like 1 or 2 hours."
Yeah.
I just try to prove a point of how you can be better. Everyone can be better.
Yeah. Now I know where everybody went to. We're like there's like 3 people in the room. They're all over at David's.
Okay. Peace out. I mean, honestly, at first I was like, maybe we shouldn't have brought that guy on. But you know what? I think we learned something. We learned that some people just don't get it. It's fun.
Well, the thing is, ever since I made an announcement that I'm going to go down to the Antarctica, I become popular. I don't.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's
It's
going to
weird.
be popular. I didn't know I was going to get the flack that I was going to get after the fact.
No, you totally got a target. Yeah, I've noticed. You get a target, like, for some reason, when there's nobody in here and the people want to argue with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, dude, it's totally a globe, but it's a true globe. A true Earth globe thing. Okay, all right, bye-bye.
Grab your
I mean,
section. We're going to Antarctica, boy.
you did a job, though. You were fair. You were fair. What do you call it? Fair and what do you call that? Fair and logical or
No.
Roger logical?
Roger logical. Roger.
Yeah, I like that. I like
Lodge.
that.
You remember Roger
Roger.
Lodge?
Roger logical.
No, there's a Roger Lodge who did a game show called the Daily.
I know
Game.
Roger Lodge. 2 and 2. 2 and 2.
Nope. That's
Oh, that was.
yeah. Roger Lodge had the pop up dating video thing on VH.
Oh, yeah.
They had the worst dates with the worst people you could ever imagine. It was just
Yeah, I used to watch that. Yeah, it was fun.
If you win.
All right. Anyway, I mean, dude, what's funny is I charged my phone and then I came back on, and then homeboy left. And listen, I don't hate the guy. He just seems like
yeah,
whatever. I don't know.
I got an admission out of him yesterday at the end of the show. I did the hump.
I just don't like this whole, like, we're not against each other. Here we go.
Well, there's people who don't want to admit they're wrong. They got these preconceived ideas in their head, and they have agendas attached to them. So
yeah, well, that's the thing, and it's questionable. Yeah. All right. Peace. Later.
Over, say David. Say out. Tell him I'll be over in a second. Boom. It's the Tempest.